Are you an indie podcast or content creator looking to reach a wider audience? Look no further. Introducing Podcastic, the ultimate podcast network designed exclusively for indie creators like you. At Podcastic, we believe in the power of unique voices and fresh perspectives. We're here to amplify your passion and creativity, connecting you with a growing community of engaged listeners who crave original content. Podcastic is more than just a platform. It's a support system built for indie podcasters, offering a range of resources to help you succeed. From tailored promotional campaigns to professional production assistance, we're here to help you shine. Our intuitive platform makes it easy for you to be seen and heard. We do all the heavy lifting for you. You just show up and create. Plus, with our advanced analytics, you'll gain valuable insights into your audience's preferences, allowing you to refine your content and grow your fan base. Ignite your passion, expand your reach, and thrive with podcasting. Visit our website at www.podcasticlife.com to get started. Podcasting, the home for indie podcasts and content creators.
I pray that my love for you is bigger than what my parents have.
So you must be my daughter's new friend?
Candy, let me ask you a question.
Oh, so this him? This the man that comforts you more than me?
Mama, all men ain't like daddy.
That's not fair!
The content you're about to hear is a part of a paid programming segment. The views, opinions, and statements expressed belong solely to the sponsor and do not reflect those of Podcastic or its host. This segment is for informational and promotional purposes only and should not be considered as advice or endorsement. Listener discretion is advised.
Rise and grind, wanna show at 9:15 a.m. Monday through Friday, great conversation, guest appearances, 'cause you experience us on the cusp of blowing up. Boom. Wake up, wake up. Rise and grind, morning show.
Yep, you already know what time it is. Welcome to the Rise and Grind Morning Show, y'all. This is what we do every Monday through Friday. If you see a nice debonair man dressed up in dress apparel next week, it will be me. If you see a beautiful young lady walking down the street, just waving her hair in the air with curls and stuff, it won't be Brittany, but it's this lady who I'm dating. Listen, y'all, I'm Miles Dixon, and the irritating voice that you hear right now is none other than Miss Brittany Chanel. What up, Britt?
Boom!
Wake up.
Good morning. It's Friday. You know it's gonna be like 60-something today. I'm excited.
And you know one thing I noticed about the intro? Nobody complained.
About what? Our intro?
About the new intro. Everybody loved it. Because you know when 50 Cent tried to do the new intro to Power, people lost their damn mind.
Because it wasn't giving life.
You ain't like it? That was Trey Songz that did it, right?
Which one are we talking about?
Power.
The second one or the first one?
The second one. I liked the second one. When it came out, I thought it was
with the kids.
It had kids in it.
Which Power we talking about? Ghost Book or which one?
No, the original Power when they came going into the 4th season.
Oh, I probably didn't even notice it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But people made a big hoopla about it.
All I remember is
that's how I knew 50 Cent was a punk. He changed it.
Oh, I can't even remember. I got to go back and go. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
And the people only watch the show for the intro. That you got a bold ass product.
Power was good though.
Power was actually a great movie.
Yeah, it was a series.
Yeah.
I was actually surprised.
I didn't watch Power until the 4th season was over and the 5th season was about to begin.
I got into Power,
and then I
had a free episode of I had a free trial run of Stars, and that's how I watched. I said, "This is amazing." That's how I watched. That and for the simple fact that Amari Hardwick is a gorgeous man.
And I tell you, I think Amari Hardwick is actually my cousin. Because
you get your cousin on the show.
No, hey, no, seriously.
I'm serious.
My cousin had some infidelity in his relationship, right? Mm-hmm. And he was dating this woman, and then he looks exactly like my cousin,
Amari.
I mean,
and his brothers looks just.
And then when I started looking at the age, I'm like, like, dog. And then when he got Detroit ties, I'm like, dog. I'm like, this is just too ironic.
So he can come on the show.
He's so silly.
Well, they originally wanted, what's her name? Courtney Vamp, I think that's her name.
Okay.
They originally wanted Boris Kojo to play Ghost because he could speak, multiple languages and things like that. Yeah. But she said he actually killed it. But she said the only reason why they didn't go with him was because he came off as too perfect.
Yeah.
Like, he was just really good looking. He was very charismatic. He's taught, like, he just had all these great things. And she was like, I don't think that he would be a realistic character. And I think that hurts some actors too, because you could be so good looking that people can't see you in certain roles.
Imperfections is the greatest perfection of all.
I'm gonna, as an actress now, seeing that, it's like, because you can change. You're like a chameleon. You know what I mean? Like, they can do different things. They can dress you up. They can dress you down. So if you're not like so beautiful, or even your voice isn't so high pitched, or they can do different things with you.
Because I'm not gonna lie, I think the people that most women fall in love with, they don't be attractive men. What happens is their imperfections give them that edge or that mystique that women fall in love with.
Like who? Because Boris Kojo is very attractive.
Yeah, he's very attractive, but he's not an A-list actor.
No, but he's fine.
Okay,
I mean, you didn't ask about him being an A-list.
I said his imperfections.
Oh yeah, well he's perfect.
He's perfect. You know what I mean? He
right.
I'm not gonna lie.
Amari right too.
Listen, I don't say Diddy. I don't say no homo. I don't say pause. But when I met Christian Keys, I looked at him like, because he was sitting like right here.
But I think you're a grown man for you to say that another man.
Yeah. And I said, dog, you look exactly like your pictures. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy to me.
That he look exactly like his pictures?
Yeah, I mean, the nigga was... Yeah, it looked like God created this motherfucker. You know what I mean?
I feel like that about Boris.
Right. I knew he was going with it. But what I'm saying is something. But having that like Denzel, his bottom row, his teeth wasn't pretty. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But he had a really nice walk.
Exactly.
Yeah. He
had made up for it.
Got a little bow leg and a little wall.
So you hear what I'm saying?
Yeah. But
imperfections.
But Will Smith is a very attractive. And he's an A-list.
He wasn't.
Only thing you can talk about is his ears.
No, listen, and they call him a goofball. You gotta remember
this wasn't early on though.
That's what I'm saying. Early on, he was not an attractive dude.
No. He was attractive when he was younger.
The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
He was cute.
That's it.
But that's what I'm talking about. Cute men don't work. Alfonso did not work.
Who is Alfonso?
Carlton.
Oh, I know him. It's Carlton. See how names are important?
Who is Alfonso? Okay.
But he wasn't cute.
No, I mean, but to the world he was the first.
He just had nice hair.
That's because he was with Michael Jackson.
No, he was our first Michael Jackson. He was the first young person.
I think he was a little too...
Oh, ice creamy.
I think sweet. That's what, not sweet, but I'm saying, this is a pretty color on my head.
Oh,
yeah.
But he wasn't that though. If you ever watched the interviews in the beginning, he was probably too much of this.
Oh, I never ever seen that version, but it was before my time.
But this is what I'm saying. We all, and let's say Lorenz Tate. Lorenz Tate,
adorable.
He had to grow. You understand what I'm saying?
Adorable.
You see what I'm saying? It wasn't until people seen him in Jason, what's the name of the poetry thing?
Jason Lyrics? No. Love Jones.
Love Jones. Women didn't even gawk at him.
He Darius? What was his name?
Darius. Yeah, Darius.
I'm going to be honest. I really wasn't into that movie like everybody was.
Exactly. So,
it didn't really do the thing for me.
But when people start seeing him in power, women was losing their damn
I lost
mind.
it before then, but that's a very attractive man. Like, he's clean.
How about this?
That's what I like.
I don't think Tyrese is attractive, right? However, women go crazy.
Because he can sing. And he has an amazing body. Well, he had amazing body. I don't know what it's looking like now.
I tell you what, another R&B singer that most people I deem to be like the perfect look, but he didn't have no imperfections, was Genuine. When Genuine came out, he didn't have no imperfections.
Genuine was fine, even though I got my own CD.
Right.
I don't know. He could have kept that pony,
baby. Because he same OG.
Yeah.
Shoot, I like Genuine.
And so
he had hits. He did.
So they just said
he was hot.
They just said TGT is coming back He was hot. Who said he was hot?
I said it.
Like, oh
She
my
gets so mad when I say, I hate that word.
I really do.
But he was hot.
You know what I said yesterday?
It's cringy.
The what?
I said, oh yeah, she was the hottest. She had she was looking at me like,
but why?
You too. I don't know. It's a cringy word.
I don't know. But yeah, he was
hot.
Genuine was hot.
I shouldn't say it.
So like I'm saying, so even in Hollywood, the people who have the best, who have imperfections, was the perfect people for Hollywood. Like, like I'm not gonna lie, another person who didn't have a look, but he's perfect in his roles is that dude from play Omar in The Wire. Play Knuckles in Boardwalk.
Is he dead now?
He's dead. Yeah,
I know you're talking about.
Yeah,
I can't think of his
scar
name.
in his face.
Yeah. He died of an overdose.
Imperfections always when actors or when producers and directors. This is my opinion. It's not gold. It's not stamped. But I think producers and directors look for imperfections to make a picture perfect.
Good producers and
good
directors.
Right.
I mean, I'm not saying no shade, no tea. I'm not saying that. But the reason why is because I had a friend tell me, she said, Brittany, you would be a much better actress if you stop worrying about how you look on camera.
Yeah.
And I don't, because I be seeing some moments where I be like, oh my goodness, y'all use that shot. Like, I look
but we
terrible.
don't see things
I be
how
like,
you
oh my
see
God,
it.
I'm so ugly right there. And people be like, oh my God, that was the
People look at it because you in character, right? We in character with you in that
so
movie,
much
right?
stuff people be using, because I don't look at, like, after I do a take, I don't go back and look at them. I just let people like, I'm trusting the director. And if they're like, yo, we got it, I'm trusting that you got it. But then when I see what you got, I be like, that's what you decided. But then people don't see what I see. They be like, yo, I was with you, or, you know, because I be like, dog, my tooth look like it. I be looking at all of the bad things.
Of course you will, because you're judgmental of other people. Listen, hey, y'all, what's the
I feel like we are our biggest critic.
Yeah, we are. Let's go to the topic of the day.
Okay.
Topic of the day is: should employers have access to your social media? Yes, it is. And the reason why I say that is only
Chanie like, nope.
That's right.
Yeah, no. I need to put a little question mark.
Well, when you say access, should they be able to access?
So you know how pretty much when you go to the training,
she just cut you off.
Yeah, no, sorry. You know how when you go to the training and then did it again. Sorry, but yeah, and they pretty much say like, hey, do you have any social medias? What is this? What is that? Put down your, you use some jobs do require you to put down your social media, the different platforms, the name, and or just by your name, they can just search you and then determine if you're gonna get hired or not from that.
I don't blame them, because one thing for sure, two things for certain. If you're the type of person who have a bad day, you're going to blur out your employer's name, and you can discredit or defame their name. And,
I get it, but what if it's the truth and you just sharing it on your platform?
But your truth is only your truth. But if it caused judgment towards them getting a new client or getting business added to their portfolio, then it could be detrimental to you too.
Well, I'll definitely give out my Google reviews. Yeah. But I had someone that got fired from a job because they were saying things on social media and they found out about it. They got walked off the job that day.
And I don't blame them. Overall, if you going to get a job, evidently you need it. And if you need your job, shut the hell up. Keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
Because certain things could be detriment to that company. If hypothetically speaking, listen. In the next year, I can see how podcasting will have no compete clauses, but it will be no complete clauses in order for you not to have another job for 6 months to a year. No. However, DNAs will be signed. People will understand the reason why, because we have a rhythm. We have a rhythm and we have a formula on how we do things. And once you get your formula, you don't want everybody to know your formula.
I agree.
Yeah.
No matter what type of workshops or classes you may hold, they would never hold the secrets of the inside and what make things work. I had somebody say, man, you want to up your numbers on YouTube. Hey man, I know how to buy these numbers. You can get like 50,000 followers real quick. Blah blah blah. And by the time everybody start falling off, you have at least 2,200, 2,500. I'm like, nah, I'd rather do it organically, and that way when people leave, once we start seeing people actually in the chat on YouTube, people are like, oh, okay, you know what I mean? I just think that if somebody like you, you want people to like you for who you are.
Yeah, that's how I feel about social media. Period. Like my followers are real followers.
Right.
I prefer to have real followers. Because it's like they gonna stick with you. They gonna really support you
regardless. And even if you change platforms, I feel like people are gonna go where you are if they really rock with you.
Yeah, that's why Chris Brown and them have the amazing followers. He got his little breezy team. Beyonce has the Beehive. Like they organically have the people that follow them.
We need to have the Rise and Grind Sunshines. You know what I'm saying?
That may not be a bad idea.
You shine with me, I shine with you.
Okay, we shine together.
We shine together.
Wait a minute.
When I shine,
we are.
You shine.
You shine.
We shine
together.
I like that.
I do think that they should have some form of it, right? Because you are a representation of the company.
Yeah.
And personally, if I see you wilding out and kind of being a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, I don't really think I want to be bothered, because I know with Starbucks they had like a no tattoo type of policy, and they have fired somebody for having a tattoo. I think it might have changed a little bit. I think it can't be visible or something like that. But people were like, because it was on the hand, and people was kind of like, I don't get my coffee from.
But think about it like this: sometimes people use social media to have a whole different identity, and they do it because it's not what they usually would do in reality. So they use it as like hey, this is just my time, nothing is real. I'm just posting, I'm just sharing.
But I feel like that's the alter ego of you. So it is you. It's just you saying stuff behind the camera that you can't say in person.
Exactly. And some people use social media for that.
But that's who you really are.
But can I tell you one thing, Chanie?
Okay, sure.
Here's the thing.
Yes.
When that check come, I bet your real name be on it.
Speaking of names,
no, we're not gonna do that right now.
Yeah, I was saying, but
shout out if y'all need to go right now, download the TV app. That's TVEI, and check out Broad Day, starring our beautiful host Brittany Chanel. Right there, and it's a beautiful movie.
She did so good.
She did a great thing. I felt like a proud uncle. I was watching it and I was like, I teared up.
I ain't gonna lie, I did tear. I teared.
We're very proud of you.
It's so funny because the first thing I asked, I was like, am I gonna cry?
Am I crying?
So you might. I was like, okay, one thing about it, I love that. I love a good movie that can bring out emotion.
Yesterday I had a great time just sitting here at the table watching different things. You know what I mean?
Are you still here?
Yeah. Not overnight, but I stayed here later night.
He was like, I ain't going out for 313 day.
I didn't even see nowhere to really go.
I mean, a lot of places.
People are downtown, but I had no interest of going down there.
That ain't my shit.
And it's St. Patrick's Day weekend this weekend. Like, I have no interest of any of that this weekend.
I think us as African Americans, black people, whatever you deem yourself as, I think
black.
Black. I think we play too much. I think we party too much. And people say, well, you just saying that because you're older. I am saying it because I'm older. And I know the effects that
not only that, you wasted so much time. You wasted so much time. There. Because like I said, our counterpart, the other people that we deal with, we know who they are. By the time they're a certain age, baby, they in the house. Like they've built, like, they live in the city when they're younger, and that's because they're building and things like that. By the time they 28,
I'm about to say 30, 28,
28 going into their 30s, they're married. You know what I'm saying? They're buying their first starter home. Yeah, like they're building wealth at this point.
And the others meaning other ethnic groups, I mean, people of color, they start building when they're like 21, 25.
They doing the same thing because like they
just doing it before the other colors.
Yeah, but to go back to that, like, we play a lot.
We play.
Yeah, we play a lot. Even our men that do have it together, they playing.
Yeah.
Because what you playing for? Like, pick a woman.
Do you think that that's a way to escape reality? No, like, people be like, hey, I've worked all week. I've had a long week. I'm stressed. I got this going on.
One, I think it's already a generational thing that has been passed down, and we already know it has been a systematic thing for us as well. So, that has contributed to the foolishness that you see.
Yeah.
And it just keeps trickling down and getting worse and getting worse and getting worse. And as you can see, we're not building wealth. We're not doing anything. Our families are broken.
That is
the
true.
house is broken.
Yeah.
You know, blacks aren't really where people want to say that they are. We're basically the lowest on the totem pole, and nobody's checking for us because we still want to play.
Yeah. So do you believe that in your 20s or whatever, that's when you should be doing the most of the going out, the partying?
I don't even necessarily think it's that. You should really just be building and figuring out what you want to do.
In your 20s.
In your 20s, you should be figuring out what you want to do, who you are, things that you like. Yeah, I mean, you should be doing a balance. You should be balanced.
Yeah.
Because by the time you hit 30, life didn't hit. And then by the time you hit 40 and 50, baby, it's almost over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. When you think about it like that, though.
That miles is over, but what I'm saying is, like...
Yeah.
You know, when you start getting older. No, you're not. But what I'm saying, like, you didn't get older now. So it's like, what have you built? What have you been doing? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and that's another thing. And a lot of people, it's sad, a lot of people get to where the age I am, and they just be trying to find themselves then.
Yeah.
I tell my boy, hey, man, I need something to do. I said, what you mean? He said, I don't have no hobbies. Can you teach me how to do graphics? I said, sure. How much you gonna charge me? I said, I'll tell you what, if you show up every day, I charge you nothing.
Just come learn something.
Just come and
read
learn.
a book.
Yeah.
And
like people aren't even in positions to even help their children. They looking for their children to help them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My parents always said, we brought you into this world. We're not looking for you to take care of us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And so many kids are put into that.
Yeah, like kids are parents can't even be in positions to help them. And you wonder why the others have what they have. And it's like a plethora of things because the parents help and the parents share and then they share. Like everybody kind of shares together. But us is, this mine.
Yeah, because kids can even have bills in their name that
they
parents put.
shouldn't.
And I'm like, that's really messing up their credit already.
shout out to talk to Todd and Rhea, who's in
Hey, y'all.
Good morning.
If y'all can share this broadcast in the near future,
And like it.
And like
Subscribe.
it.
Yeah.
Subscribe. So, and shout out to Rhea. Me and Rhea have been talking on sponsorship and marketing and promotion ideas, and me and Todd as well. And I think shout out to Todd and Rhea for being coachable and having the ability to listen. And not listen and agree. You don't have to listen and agree with me. You know what I mean? I tell people, I don't want you to listen to agree. I need for you to listen in action. You know what I mean? A lot of people just think, Miles, you want me to do what you want me to do. No, I'm just telling you the truth. If your ass don't promote and market, change your look up. And ladies, y'all be great.
Miss Rhea, you be out.
Miss Rhea be outside.
I be wanting to go with you, but I don't be wanting to go outside.
She don't want to go. She don't want to tell the truth, Miss Rhea. She don't like being outside in Detroit.
No, I love Detroit. I love it outside in Detroit.
Okay, that's what's up then.
I just don't be wanting to go outside.
What about Richard Heath? Richard Heath got a show on podcasting on Sundays and Sundays.
Good morning.
And that's what I think.
Miss Rhea looked like she was having a really good time. And I was like, I should go down there.
Did you?
But then when I looked and wanted to put clothes on, I said, I don't feel like it.
Yeah. Because when you go downtown, you really have to get dressed. You have to get dressed. You're going to see somebody.
The only reason why I don't like downtown no more because the parking is ridiculous.
The parking is stupid.
My God. And that is my biggest
The parking and lost their mind. They lost their mind.
Anytime it's cheaper to get a ticket.
Yes. Than the parking.
That's crazy.
I'm going to stay at home.
But Miss Rhea, you get invited to cool stuff. I haven't been invited to Tom Hopkins yet. I be seeing everybody else there. I haven't got my invite yet.
I mean, don't feel.
I might get one day.
Look, one day, right?
He doesn't know who I am yet.
He don't know who I am neither.
Okay, it's coming.
No, really, he doesn't know who I am. He might know you before you know me.
He definitely know me before.
Yeah, he probably definitely know me.
However,
Miles know everybody.
Who doesn't know Miles?
However, that's the point. I still ain't got an invite. No shade, no tea. So, that's what I'm thinking.
I might get my invite. I don't know. I know people that know him.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's what I said. He in the neighborhood. It's coming.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get
Miss Rhea like, come on, Brittany Chanel. I'm gonna be in the back somewhere with a hat on.
It's so funny because Miss Rhea always inviting people out. Like she be wanting people just to Miss Rhea vibe. She
be out by herself though. That's what's up.
You know why I like Rhea? Rhea is not biased to to people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just because I don't get along with nobody, I can still say what I want to say.
Yeah. She know that's all you do. Yeah.
Well, she don't be like something you. She just keep the conversation with us.
Yeah, she don't really. Yeah, I like it, and I like there's no jealousy with her.
Yeah.
Like, you can see, certain females be on some different stuff, but it's real not like that. She want everybody to win, and I love that, and I respect it.
That's the one.
Shout out my fellow.
Shout out to
her and my girl Lake.
Ooh, I love Lake.
Like they be want everybody to win, and I have so much respect for that. I love that about them.
Lake is.
You can't fake a vibe.
Yeah,
Lake is funny as hell.
Man, I can't. I don't know when to take her serious.
No, seriously.
I know when to take her serious. Never.
Yeah, because I feel like sometimes she be serious.
Yeah,
and I'm looking at her like
seriously.
She
funny.
like, no, I'm serious. I'm like,
from a woman who have two degrees, one a master's degree. It's like
it's the delivery.
It's a delivery. It's all in the delivery.
I be like, okay, but I feel like
you can tell a genuine person. You can feel it. You can tell it's in your. It's the energy.
Man.
Energy does not lie.
Yeah, but even when she deliver harsh, it still be funny.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everything she say, I take seriously.
Yeah,
right.
Because I don't know what's not. So it's like, let me just. Real.
Let me just play.
Because I feel like she say she gonna slap you.
Yeah, I think she'll slap the shit out of
you.
Like duck.
I feel like she might be playing.
She don't got no ass. She got all hip.
But
I think she's just gonna hit the shit out of somebody. Hey, y'all, give us a call 810-560-0658.
She was moving her hip flex.
When she protected.
Oh yeah, when she did.
Listen, when she protected me as starters, though, I'm like, that's a real one. She really protected me as starters. And Miss Rhea has been thinking that my name was Brittany the entire time.
And she was like, her name not Brittany. I said, it's okay. Like, I said, if Britt lets you call her anything other than Brittany Chanel, she really likes you.
That I'm cool with you.
And it's okay.
We cool.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sean P. Sean P said Tom Hopkins needs to invite everybody.
This may be the day that it may get thrown.
I don't really know, because I feel like everybody don't need to be it. Like, I don't know, because I don't know. I know of him.
Gotcha.
I don't know
I don't think
him.
I personally met him. But
I can't speak on that. I don't know.
And shout out to people know when we answer the phone and we still talking and we trying to interrupt us.
They just wait for us. Thank you.
Because when we first started, everybody like, just come on, just start talking. Call you on the air.
Hey, caller.
Y'all know I got a deep voice in the morning. It's Rhea.
It's Rhea.
I thought you was smoking.
I thought this was Lou Rawls. Hey, this is Lou Rawls.
Thought you was smoking this morning.
Y'all got me about to cry. I've received all those flowers y'all just gave me. I appreciate that.
You dope. Don't cry.
Yeah.
No, cry a little bit. Cry a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
I'm reading the comments. It is not, Ty's parties are not hard to get an invite for.
Oh, okay.
He announces it online. That's the thing. Everybody don't look on social media all the time. Mm-hmm. He literally announces it before he does a party and says, if you want a ticket, inbox me. People or comment below, and people don't do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's just you on this special list. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we are special. No,
right.
But I'm seeing the comments, people saying, well, he needs to invite everybody. Everybody has the opportunity to be involved. I'll say that.
Well, what Sean is saying, Rhea, in Sean's defense. It's not really a defense. I have to think of the damn word.
Yeah.
But it's not really a defense. Here's what we learned, and this is where we come from. The same school and era that Ty.
I didn't go to the same school with y'all.
Me neither.
We still come to an era to where, if guess what? This is what I'm not gonna lie. If we were doing a podcasting event, right, or an event period. If we don't invite the top or the best people in their group or echelon on what they do, we kind of missing the point on doing what we do.
So like at the Oscars.
Yeah, the Oscars.
If you wasn't in an Oscar-worthy movie, you shouldn't be invited?
No, not an Oscar-worthy movie. If you're not, if you're an actress or actor, you should know or feel like you need to be a part of it.
But what if you're not an A-lister?
It's a lot of C-listers.
They have C-fillers.
It's a vibe. It's literally everybody. A-listers to Z-lister, whatever list you feel like you on.
Okay.
It's
at
a great
Oscars.
networking event.
Yeah,
it's not, and if nobody's like pretentious. It's the opportunity to just, mingle around with everybody. Right. But he does, I think how he does it is for you to feel like everybody's not going to be like hounding you.
Yeah.
You want to invite only atmosphere where people aren't like, hounding you all night long.
True, but
and you could just walk through the party and.
But people,
people on higher levels, I should say, are
exactly,
as you say, A-listers.
Exactly. So that's what Sean is saying. Like people who can bring value or at least bring a good vibe. Definitely invite them.
And it's like I don't even bother. You got Jalen Rose. To him, that's just his friend. To others, it's a celebrity.
Right.
So everybody swarm around and take the pictures. Like I just rather talk, and they're very approachable. You can hit anybody up on their DM. Shoot your shot.
Right.
That's how I look at it. Shoot your shot, but we got to start going out. Brittany.
That's crazy. I mean, I like being out, but not all the time.
I can't stand it.
Yeah.
Miles, no, I don't go out. I'm only doing this because I'm on vacation this week. So this is my networking week. I don't go out like that.
Well,
got you.
And so for those who just tuning in, this is not a direct ploy on Tom Hopkins
Thank
events.
you. Yeah, it's not. I just wanted to speak on it. I just wanted to speak on it.
As an example.
I was saying shout out to him though. He throwing some dope parties.
Ty is a dope person.
Yeah, he was throwing some dope parties.
Ty is a very
shout out to his wife,
person.
Tamika, and daughter Shay. Shay has a podcast as well.
Yeah.
Nice. It's just that's on podcasting, right?
Right. Well, yes. Yeah, definitely. Must be two sides.
Yep.
Nice.
So it's all love, like you say. Everybody winning. We gonna do our thing. But I feel like Dorian. I've been on this phone too long, and keep probably trying to call in.
Thank you, Miss Rhea. Love you.
Bye. Love
y'all.
Bye.
Dorian said, "What are we celebrating?
He's talking about all this other stuff.
Why do we celebrate other people's cultures? Yet they disdain us. Yet appropriate our culture." Very true. I've never been to St. Patrick's Day ever. The first time when
I went to Chicago.
When my office was right in the middle of everything downtown on the corner of Gratiot and what's the street? Anyway,
it's a street.
Yeah.
Fort.
It was right across the street from Bert's warehouse at that particular time. I seen the most disrespectful things I have ever seen in my life.
You've seen a lot in life, though.
No, most definitely. I seen white folks pissing in the parking lot, drunk, throwing up, pissing in open.
They get pretty wild.
Listen, and the police did not bother them.
Oh, you should go to Chicago then, because Chicago, first of all, they turned the river green. Okay. Wow. No, really, it really is green. And they just will block certain streets off. The police are out there, but baby, you just have a great time. You can just walk in the bars. It's really, it's wild.
And so is that their nightlife, or is it kind of during the day?
It's
leading
the St. Patrick's, like they St. Patrick's week or day or whatever.
I can see that.
It gets
henceforth they said turn the water green.
They turn it's a big thing in Chicago. Like it's huge, and I've went a couple times. But I went, for the experience and things like that. But you wouldn't catch me doing it now. But it was an experience.
But this particular year was also the last year of the Afro-American festival, right? And black people act accordingly when they was downtown. Wasn't no fighting and nothing. It's also the same year of the hoedown where they had a big brawl.
Because they used to be in Hart Plaza, right? Yeah,
they had a big brawl out on Jefferson, right? Police didn't do nothing. But when it came to the Black American Afro-American Festival, police was harassing us. I mean, it was crazy. And that was the year I really said there is a real difference between us and them when it comes to our celebration or our liberation on how we feel. And with that being said, I was really hurt that year. I mean, that was the most disrespectful year I ever had is living as a human being and being an entrepreneur in downtown Detroit. That's what made me want to leave.
Miss Monique said they start getting drunk in the morning.
Okay, so this is an all-day thing.
Oh, yeah. No, at 6. Listen, they break the rules. You can buy liquor at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Oh.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah, baby, we got started so early.
Look, I'm like,
bars.
I don't see it, Miss Rhea.
Bars were open at 7 a.m.
Yeah, no, they
serving liquor.
So when when I had a time. We started very early.
Ooh. I never really celebrated St. Patrick's Day, made a thing.
Well, I have a friend who loves St. Patrick's Day. Okay. So she goes all out.
Yeah. Carly, you on the air?
She's half white, though.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
Good morning,
Hey, is that Sean P?
Yeah.
Hey, Sean, you okay?
He sound like Mississippi.
Nah, I didn't feel like calling in, but I said I'll call.
You just sound really down.
Sean sound like Mr. Snuffleupagus. Oh, big
He sounds down. Are you okay?
Oh, no, I'm good. I'm good. Just didn't feel like calling in.
Oh,
it didn't feel like typing either.
Okay, so you got to pick your poison.
Okay, so what's going on?
No, I was going to say, Ty Moppins is from our era, like me and Miles say. My thing is to invite everybody and those who you could get in and all that. Because you got some people that come to events late in Detroit. So he already tell you something early. Yeah. I went to an event and somebody, I didn't know, a social media person, they threw the event, but somebody from out of town told me about the event. I didn't know nothing about the event.
Wow.
So that's what we said as promotion and marketing. And everybody should know about it. You know, somebody from out of town shouldn't have to call you and say, hey, so-and-so in town, you want to come? You want a free ticket? I'm like, yeah. I'll come.
Yeah.
So that's all. My thing is invite everybody, and then those who get in, those who don't. Boom. Yeah. Because, it is a vibe. That's all it is. Because when I went to the Garden Theater, they had Manny French there. I said, okay, it's a vibe.
Manny.
I'm old, but it's a vibe. But that was my group back in the day. So, boom, it's a vibe. That's all it is.
There you go.
The vibe is the vibe.
That's what's up.
Thank you, Sean.
Y'all have a good one.
Thanks, Sean.
Sean, and most people don't understand, like...
Call or call back.
Yeah,
yes. Good morning, Kevin.
Kevin.
Me and Sean have been in the marketing promotional field
for a very long time.
For industry. Yeah, for at least...
But he's younger than you, right?
No, he's older. He's like 1 or 2 years older.
You just look older.
No, okay. How you want to put it, Brittany?
I thought Sean was younger than you for some strange reason.
As long as
but I learned a lot from him when he came on the show when I first started doing podcasting. 313-22. Like, baby, when I tell you, he know how
you gonna know that number.
Stuff.
Yeah,
I was like, yo, I'm about to take a page out of his book.
Sean P be on it quick. Like he will make sure your stuff is promoted.
Man, I'm like, okay, I'm about to start doing. I'm gonna do that when I go on people's platforms.
Speaking of Sean P, where did you get your skill from? If you don't mind me asking, for the promoting and the marketing.
313-200. Like, man, he was not playing. I'm like, it's serious. He had a flyer. He was passing out when I tell you he promoted, like every time you ask him a question, he'd be 313-20.
I don't know. I don't know if Sean remember this, but the first group,
baby, that's how you do it.
The first group Sean introduced me to was Destiny's Child.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
And it was 12, 13 years old, and I was at first I was like, oh yeah, they gonna be. I was like, that's dope. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the thing is,
the
thing about marketing and promotions is anybody see Rise and Ground morning shows, we definitely you gonna see and hear about us way more than you ever heard about us. I think right now is that now.
Go and subscribe right now to the YouTube page. Okay, like, share, follow, and follow. Please. Subscribe. Okay, hit that link.
Right.
In that order.
And then people say, I went. It's a lot of other people named Rise and Grind, but bitch, it ain't the one with the yellow.
It's not yellow.
Right. It's not
yellow
with the black faces.
Right.
Okay.
Right,
yellow.
Thank you. Call you on there.
Hey,
what up, Dorian?
Good morning, y'all.
Good morning.
What up, Dorian?
Good morning, Dorian.
Hey, Dorian.
Hey, I just want to co-sign exactly what Miles said. And I remember when they had that brawl down there in Hart Plaza.
Yep.
And then they tried to move it to Comerica Park, and they had to just chill it. And I would say that was about maybe 10 years ago.
Yep.
You know, that was when to me. Yeah, because Detroit downtown has been gentrified for the last 10, 12 years. You can't afford to live down there, and you're not wanted down there. They purposely tried to kill the culture for black folks down there. Because that used to be literally Skid Row. After 5 o'clock, downtown was nothing. It was really peaceful and quiet. And it was a small community tied between downtown, the Skid Row section over in Courtown, because that's where the hipsters were. Mm-hmm. And then you still had...
Hello?
Yep.
Did you drop the phone?
What happened, man? You okay?
Did you drop the phone?
I thought you called.
You know when people be like, "Oh wait, I was reading something."
Right. Like you lost your prostate, huh?
But see, I'm coming from that T Woods.
Yeah, era. Yeah.
When we was pop-up nightclubs and social events.
T Woods was the only person I know who announced he having a party on Tuesday, and the party is Thursday.
But people came, right?
People come.
Okay.
But let me tell you something.
That's all.
Damn if people came. People mad because they couldn't get close to the door.
I need to have that type of name.
You see what I'm saying?
I mean,
Brittany Chanel dropping a party this Friday.
And I think he got it. I think he really understood his. And he wasn't a celebrity. No, actually, majority of people didn't even know who he was.
Didn't even know who he was. Hey, remember that club, Envy?
Envy, yeah.
Man, I think it's what it's Southern Fires now.
Uh-huh.
I remember we used to shut that place on a Thursday. It was never nothing on the weekend. It was like a Wednesday, a Thursday. You can get a great Tuesday night in, but that morphed into what you see what's going on at the Godfrey.
Yeah.
Around Thanksgiving, what's going on over at Garden Theater? You know, he's got a little bar right there off of Wine in the Service Drive 75. T Woods.
T Woods. Oh, I know it'd be off the hook every chance you walk past.
Yeah, because he's over there in Brush Park.
Wow.
So you already know it's lit over there because that's where the money at. So
me and T Woods, we had a conversation where I thought it was only last going like 5 minutes. If that, we was in the parking lot of All Pro Color, right? We was in that parking lot for 2.5 hours. He said, "Man, nobody never told me none of this stuff," and I appreciate you because one thing I was telling him was like, bro, use what you have, man, because anytime you about to throw a day party, right? On a Saturday in the summertime.
Oh yeah.
And nobody listen. He was picking up his flyers. I think he was picking them bitches up for fun. And he was picking them up on a Thursday. And when I tell you, parking lots and everything, I said you need to learn how to have relationships with every position that deals with a party. If there's parking lots, you want percentages. If it's a bar that don't do nothing on that day, tell them, like, listen, don't charge me nothing. Let me get the door and see what you go work out with them with the liquor, because they wouldn't have sold that much liquor on a Saturday.
Hey, he got that game from Ray O'Shea, man.
Oh, Ray O'Shea.
Ray taught a lot of cats about having these parties, having to have the. But you know, and why you bring that up? I'm glad you said that, because the game I was giving him was via, not directly from Ray, but the experiences that I had with Ray. Because Ray used to say no more graphics, don't do your flyers, don't put my face on it, because he knew we had all his files. We knew his pictures. It wasn't gonna look like trash. Ray is another person who could throw a party. He said he sold out the Light Guard Armory. Just off his name. Just off
I know the name, but I don't know who he is.
Yeah, look, with no
that's before your time,
with no special guest.
No, I still know his name.
It sounds familiar.
Now.
Yeah.
But didn't he wear suits
all the time?
Yeah. Okay, that's about all I know about Ray O'Shea.
He told somebody, said, "Look, I don't know what you want to do, but give me." He said, "You don't have to pay me. Give me 400 tickets."
Yep.
Give me 300 tickets.
I know his name, because his name still ring bells.
Definitely. That's matter of fact, we'll try to get him on the show. I'm gonna try to get Ray O'Shea.
If he don't want to be on the flyer, he probably ain't gonna want to be on the show.
No. He said he don't want his face on the flyer if my company did not do the flyer graphics, because he knew our process and he knew how good we were. Shout out, but Dorian, you just gave me a good idea. I want to bring.
I like when people know your name before they know your face.
Oh my God. So,
that's the best thing in the world.
Hey Dorian, thank you for giving us a call.
Thanks, Dorian.
No problem.
We don't get back on topic. So
like we ever on topic,
right? So you sound like Joe Budden, like we ever on the topic. So
I take that back.
I remember
Just kidding.
I remember my mentor was out of town, and he called me. He said, "Son, what do you be doing?" I said, "What you mean, Pops?" He said, "I'm in New York, and I'm telling them we're working on a project, and they was like, well, we have somebody in Detroit that can take care of it." And then she was like,
name popped up.
He's like, and she's like, "Well, I don't know if you know him or not, because he's really, really good, though. His name is Miles Dixon." He said, "I had no other choice but had the biggest smile on my face when they said your name." He said, by they saying your name, and I'm in New York, and I'm on some totally other business in a whole nother, what I believe to be in a whole nother echelon of people, your name come up. So your name is being mentioned in rooms when you're not there. And
it sure is, but I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing for me and Chanie. Because sometimes people are like, "Oh, you work for Miles?"
No, for real.
Like, yeah.
I told him every event that we go to, they come up to the table, they'll see your business card or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, you know Miles? I know Miles. I worked with him." And I was like, "Yeah."
And sometimes it'll be, "Oh, you know Miles?" Like, well, yeah. Kind of like, is that a good thing?
But I'm going to show you why you might get that response. Because some people don't have, it's the same conversation I had with Tan. Well, I ain't going to say the name. But
That'll do it.
I had a conversation, but sometimes people don't have the gumption or the wherewithal to deal with me in the sense of going forward, right? Because Chanie, yesterday, we were just going through some things, and though we had some lunch, it still took us 3 hours.
Where y'all eat at?
No, we here. Right here.
We ate in.
We ate in.
When I called y'all yesterday?
Yes.
You know, y'all was eating without me. That's okay.
Well, we was here. We was here, yeah.
There's some pizza outside.
Yeah.
I just had
They don't look like it was refrigerator.
But my point to you is that some people, they feel it don't take all of that or all of this.
Oh no, but Miles gonna work you,
and it really does. But because
Miles gonna work you, but it's gonna pay off in the end,
essentially.
Yeah,
because I really feel like because you've been doing this what, a year, 2 years,
two. Yeah.
The second year you start feeling like you was moving and shaking.
Yeah,
and then doing it like fourth year now it's like it really feel like you moving and shaking now. Yeah.
Shout out to you for the 4 years.
Yeah. Shout
out to Miles for calling me.
Yeah,
because I was on the couch.
You should.
I was really
eat my fruit.
I posted a picture. He DM'd me like, "You still acting?" Yeah, I think when they call me.
Shout out to Miles. Miles have put a lot of people on and in position and have given ample amount of opportunity.
Absolutely. So you just got to learn how to take advantage of it.
You do,
because you a plethora of information.
Yes, and different dynamics too.
And
like,
it's
you
free.
Know how, exactly. You know how some people are only good at one thing. No, Miles got a little bit of insight on free. A lot of stuff. Yes,
it's free 99.
Yes, so utilize your resources.
You're not even asking for it.
Wait, hold on. We gotta let that ride. Because he sees it for you though.
Yeah, you know what?
I didn't think about it.
I didn't think about it, but I wasn't really asking you either.
Right.
I wasn't really.
Volunteer.
You gonna volunteer yourself, right?
But you know where I get that from? Sean P.
Really?
Yeah, because Sean P be having some idea. He be like, you know, you should do this. You should try this. 313-200. I can't remember the rest of the numbers, but I'll never forget that.
That was
I will tell you this. Because of Sean P, I became a wiser person overnight.
That's what's up.
And being with him made me realize. He said, "Man, we got to leave here."
That's what he be thinking like.
No, that's what when he said.
That's what he be saying.
As far as marketing and promotion, yes.
Oh, I thought you meant leaving the earth.
No,
I was about to be like, "Dang, Sean, you so deep."
Y'all all right?
Sean didn't even want to leave his bedroom. You heard that?
He's like, I didn't feel like typing.
I didn't feel like typing. I didn't want to call in.
So what I'm saying is, he was saying we're in the music business, so he's like, "Man, we got to go to other places. There's other radio stations. Back then, we just can't email a song.
Oh yeah, y'all got none of that,
right?
Yeah.
So we did a 75 trip. I speak of all the time. Our goal was to get to Miami.
Did y'all walk or drive?
Drove.
Oh, okay, I had to make sure y'all was driving.
But Sean, I'm gonna tell you,
because Miles said he didn't get his license till he was 30.
Oh Lord!
I was about to get to that. Sean used to be the kind of, he wasn't pissed at me, but he was upset because, man, you don't want to drive. I said, I got my license, Sean. One day he was like, man, okay, man, fuck all that. Just here.
Look, be safe. just come on. Just be safe.
Because, but set down 75 is so many black cities you'll hit starting from here. You know what I mean? And by the time we got to Atlanta, we was fucking exhausted. We was gone for 2 weeks.
I'm sure.
And we were just hitting, boom, boom, boom,
wow.
boom. And
I would have been done after the first one.
Yeah, that'll do it.
After y'all hit Cleveland.
No, listen. When
I can't do no more.
Ohio, we hit. I think Ohio and Tennessee was the most.
It's a long stretch.
Most people.
So y'all hit Cleveland, Toledo.
Oh, I think we did Lima. It was.
I was gonna say Ohio is a long stretch.
Yeah, no, but they had a college, so we was on college radio.
Oh, y'all was on the college thing.
We was in college radios too,
which is what Drake did.
Right. So people don't know, but shout out to college radio in their network. Their network is larger than most people can imagine, and maybe soon you might be hearing the Rise and Grind Morning Show on a couple college radio stations.
To be honest, it's really smart, right? Because when people market, they usually market to children, and the reason why, so the children can get everybody.
Right.
So it's the same with college students because they're like they're the young adults now, so they can hit everybody.
Yeah,
and that, I don't know about our future.
I don't know about the future, but
they there.
Yeah,
it's really smart to do that, and I know like Drake, he did that. He was hitting like the college campuses and stuff like that before he became big.
Shout out to college. College radio was one of the best platforms where you had to pay DJs to play your stuff, and they loved and they received you.
Because college just want to have fun, and they want to be on the new.
And sometimes
best
it's
thing.
a class for them, even.
And I'm not gonna lie. My worst experience also was in college when we was about to do a tour. It's gonna be Exchange, Tupac, and Domino, right?
You said Tupac and what?
Domino. Here we go. That record. Anyway. When she's like,
I mean, I know
Google
that
it.
part.
Yeah, so Google it.
To the flow, something like that.
There you go.
Okay, there we go.
There you go. Yeah, it rhymed. It was good. So anyway,
it was a given.
Our first date on the tour started off at Michigan State. Our last tour of the day ended at Michigan State.
Boo.
Tupac,
my cousin went there. That's why I do that.
Tupac started so much bullshit to where it didn't even allow us to get our balance of our funds.
Really?
That's why I said the first beef really in music once we got on, it was against Tupac because I rolled up on him a year and a half later.
To get your money?
Man, yes.
And he like, dog, that was my fault.
He was like, dog, I don't know you. I said, nigga, you owe me $8,000. I said, if nothing else, $5,000. And me, him, and Bree was like, Doc, what's going on, baby? I was like, fuck this.
Why everybody voice raspy?
Because Miles be acting out. He can't act. Tone said, and he will cuss you out for not applying yourself. He definitely will push and motivate you. That's what he said about you.
Yes.
And Miss Rhea said, everyone doesn't know how to take the level of communication without getting defensive.
What did I say?
Yeah, but
I said that.
Miss Rhea also said some people just have different experiences with Miles, and that's okay. Everyone isn't for everybody.
That's very true.
But Miss Rhea, he still be putting his nose in everybody's business and nobody asking him. I be telling him, like, Miles, just be quiet. Just don't even say nothing.
Shout out to the people at Soul TV that we are broadcasting on Soul TV.
Hey, you are watching Soul TV.
Soul!
Bowling Green, that was a good place to be, baby. BG.
So Sean was listing them down. Checking
Ziggy's on.
In Tennessee, Sean, I think we went to 2 or 3 spots. 2 or 3 spots, but in Ohio. In Ohio, I think we hit 3 to 4 spots.
Well, if y'all went to Ohio, y'all hit Bowling Green, Toledo, Dayton, Cincinnati. That's all in Ohio. And I've hit all those cities too.
And look, the funny part was
I went to those cities. Let me take hit back.
Sean don't
because Miles is messing up.
I ain't saying nothing.
Oh.
Sean don't drink alcohol. So he's the perfect person when you out and about. He like, okay, come on, because he's strictly about his business. He ain't, unless he see a chick, he ain't really trying to hear.
He do his job and leave.
Yeah,
that's why I like Sean. I'm here for work. I don't got time to be playing with y'all.
That's all.
And I probably don't even want to meet nobody here because I want to meet you outside of work.
Yeah. I
don't want to be working and playing.
But Sean is the perfect person when you think about how to promote.
I need him to promote me.
Yeah. I mean,
I need to get Sean on my team to promote me.
Sean be like, grab the flyers and come on, let's go.
He like, yo, 313-200. Like, listen, that's what I'm talking about. He will promote the mess out of something.
Hey, look,
when I go on other people's platforms, that's what I be doing.
That's what's up.
I be, go check out whatever I'm in or whatever somebody's in.
As you should.
Yeah, I'm on the Rising
Utilize your
show.
resources. Yeah.
If I'm on anybody's platform, I can be out in the mall and see somebody. Y'all check out Rising.
I would though. That's how you really are gonna get people to just tap in, and those can be some of your most frequent viewers. Because they don't know you, so they're unbiased. They don't, so they're just watching.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, I'll be out and I'll tell people. We be random people. Hey, yo, do it right now.
Yeah, Rhea said she was grabbing people's phones like, you need to subscribe.
Because you're on your phone all day anyway.
Right.
I go get my hair done and subscribe.
Yeah, you just gave me an idea.
Yeah. I hope it wasn't about hair.
Let's bring that commercial back.
Bring that commercial
back. Yeah. You sit on the couch anyway, and time is passing you by. Why don't you just get up? I'm just trying to watch Jerry Springer, sir.
Right.
Oh, she really know this commercial.
Yeah, because it was making me feel like I wasn't doing nothing on the couch. Everest.
I don't know it.
And whole time I'm in middle school?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not supposed to be in college.
Like, hey, you over there, right there, on the couch. I probably wasn't. Nothing. You need
in between Jerry Springer and what was it?
She really know this commercial.
Yeah.
In between 11:30, 12:30 at night.
Yeah.
It was real
or during the day, yeah.
I probably was doing something productive.
Okay. I was sitting on the couch because I wasn't ready for college.
I probably was doing something productive.
This man was grown all my life.
Right. I don't know. I'm probably playing basketball. Doing something.
Let's get back to the topic.
What was the topic?
Should employers have access to
topic?
I think they should put some judgment on what you post. I mean, I would do that right now.
If I see a doctor right now and I see their social media a little out of whack, I don't know if I want that to be my doctor.
No, I would still trust it because, like I said, everybody has their outlet. Once you wear the hat of whatever occupation that you have.
But you the same person said you don't mind having a fat doctor.
I don't.
See?
Well, here's my thing.
Because like I said, everybody's body is different. And just because whatever is not working for you, it may be totally different for me.
I personally wouldn't because I don't know if my doctor's help.
That's just like having a fat gym teacher.
No, prime example.
You gonna listen to what he say.
So I was interviewing with the federal government, right? Mm-hmm. Neither here nor there. Don't worry about all that. And it was a man in there who was, on the side. Mm-hmm. And he was asking, they were basically one of the requirements was you have to run, you have to jump, you have to live, you have to do all these things. So I'm looking at him.
Got a blast.
And I'm like, they were like, do you have any questions? So I said, well, while we have to do all this, do you still train and do all this? Like, yeah, I do train. No, you don't train.
Okay. Because just because he don't look like it don't mean that he do. Don't mean that he don't.
I knew he wasn't training because he was eating donuts while I was being interviewed.
So if people have a cheat day.
He didn't finish the sentence. He's training for a wrestler.
I really felt some type of way because I'm like, y'all just putting us through this because you don't train. And I can tell he don't train.
Yes, thank you, Miss Monique. Yes, it was Jerry Springer and Maury. It was in between them at that commercial. Used to always play.
I must have.
And then if you was sick from school.
Oh no, I didn't get sick.
Yeah, well. When you was sick from school, you stay home.
I didn't get sick at school. My mom wasn't playing that.
Yeah. How about this? Even when I was sick, I had to go to school.
I can count.
See, my mother understood.
I can count the number of times that I probably stayed home from school, but it was less than 5 times.
It definitely wasn't a lot. Like I just didn't have a free for all day. So.
I just was one of those kids. I didn't want to miss. The lesson because I didn't want to be behind.
I did not start.
I
started. My mother, when she found out I changed my grades on my report card.
Oh, you was bad.
And not the percentage.
Nobody
did you ever sign your mother's name?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah, me too.
So here's
I just told her that.
Here's what it was. I wanted to play football so bad, right? So I changed,
in your time.
No, in my time. Mm-hmm. So I changed all my D's to B's, right?
How did you do that?
I had great penmanship, and
I got to see you do that.
So what happened was because my teacher, he wasn't that good at writing, so it was easy to change the D's to B's.
Gotcha.
However,
the teacher was slow.
Right.
Like, I'm trying to write it out. Okay.
Yeah, and so it wasn't lowercase. So anyway,
so it was a D, and he just put the little. He just put the little wow.
And so what happened My mother had to see the original transcript and sign off on it in order for me to go. So I just say no. I just stay in middle school for my ninth grade.
So your report cards, they were penciling in your stuff,
inking.
We printed.
We had print.
I know. So,
but
if they would have had printed back then with me, I would have had all A's.
You know, seriously,
it would have been easy for me. So, but what I'm saying is this. My mother.
Please, Ms. Rhea, because we ain't reading.
My mother called in.
Okay, Ms. Rhea, let me help you.
Because I'm trying to find it. Go warm up.
I changed, so I had to really just learn how to be 2-3 steps ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So when my mother found out I did all that, she said, "Why haven't you been going to school?" And I said this because I wanted to get 4.0 in ninth grade, easy.
Mm-hmm.
And
for real,
y'all wasn't really learning a lot,
right? It's kind of like y'all. So by the time
I was doing trigonometry at the age of 7.
By 10th grade, by 10th grade, I was getting like a 3.3.
Can't remember.
But my absence was ridiculous. My mom was like,
"Oh, so you weren't going to school? You was skipping
because so many tardies turned into absences."
Guess what? I wasn't tardies. It was absence. I stayed.
So you
home.
was like that movie Juice.
I know. I just stayed at home because my mother left for work every day at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
My Mumford was 4 or 5 blocks up the street,
so it was no excuse.
So it wasn't until the truant officer came. The truant officer came at the same time my mother was coming up the steps, right? And she said, "Excuse me," she said, "Yes, we're looking for Miles Dixon." "Oh, yes, go." "No, he's not. That's what we're here." And she let
you got the people call truancy on you.
And by the time they walked in the door, the truancy officer walked in with my mama.
That's crazy.
That's
the
what
fact
you
that
get.
you knew the schedule down to the pack, where you like, okay, my mom gonna come back at this time, so I gotta be back.
2:30. She'll be getting off the Imperial bus at 2:30 or 2:45.
I wish my kids would. I got cameras all over this house.
Now people can't get away with stuff now.
Not now.
Right.
But Calvin said something. He said, "Hourly or salary, you represent the employer at the end of the day. Company are always looking to eliminate liabilities in any form.
There you go.
Certain people's social media makes that job easier to do."
I can agree with that. I can agree with that. But I just feel like if you go and do your job and you're not bashing a company and things like that, what's wrong with you being able to express yourself?
It was
how
one
you
guy,
want to? And I'm not saying be out here just posting anything.
No, they be posting anything.
and doing everything and saying everything.
Especially them Chrysler workers. Because one of the guys, it was a guy he was working at Chrysler, and he was driving a high-low, and he went live.
Yeah.
And he got fired.
Now I can see that because you gotta drive, you gotta pay attention. But now when you at work,
but them high-low drivers be watching movies and doing all type of stuff on Chrysler.
Yeah, but don't post it though.
Well, when they drinking and smoking in there,
don't post. Now people be like, "We're gonna be at the bar, y'all come pull up." Now that's when I feel like, because now you just making it easy, like Cal said, for people to know what you're doing.
And Mark Jesus said you have to keep your name out here.
Hey, Mark.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
what he said that?
Right above.
Yeah, you have to keep your name out here.
Oh yeah, he said you have to keep your name out here.
Sean P. Monique said Sean P. had me passing out flyers.
Listen, Sean P. Listen, he know how to.
You grab a flyer.
He know how to make it. 313.
Yeah.
200. He know how to get it going.
If Sean is over your event promoting, you covered.
Yeah,
I'm about to have him promote me as an actress.
Mm-hmm.
I know, that's right. You be like New Zealand. Who called me from New Zealand?
No.
I need him to be like, "Yo, this is hot new actress out named Brittany Chanel."
Yeah. It's this great.
Hot.
It's this great actor out, Brittany Chanel.
Y'all just gave me an idea.
I just told you. Listen, she does the Rise and Grind morning show 3 days a week, but it's on Monday through Friday.
Hot.
I think we need to travel around the country.
Let's get it. We could do a tour.
And broadcast all over, and we just hit airports all. Boom,
Listen,
boom, boom,
I'm down with it.
Yeah, because they got Wi-Fi.
How was your flight?
No,
was it shaky?
That can be a real. That could be a real like segment or like type. Yeah.
So I know this new actress. Her name is Brittany Chanel.
Yeah, she's great.
Speaking of Brittany Chanel, Brittany Chanel just had a new movie just dropped yesterday.
And it did amazing.
It's called Broad Day. But it's Happy Broad Day.
Happy birthday.
Hey,
good morning.
How y'all doing?
Hey.
Yeah, it's Calvin.
That's Calvin. You can tell. You know what?
Okay, look.
He's sitting up in his chair
It always sound like he chewing gum.
It sounds like Calvin air getting cut off.
It just always sound like he chewing gum.
But he's sitting up today.
Hey, man.
Take this from somebody that drove a high-low for over a decade, was a union rep for 13 years, and knows labor law in and out. It don't, Shan, this for Shan though. It don't matter if it's on your time, if it's on their time. It's when you sign your name on a paper in orientation, you signing up for certain policies. You agreeing to certain policies, and a lot of companies take that and they run with that, because it don't matter. Like, it could be 2 a.m. You could post something. You could be coming from somewhere with your homegirl and doing something. You do something crazy on social media. If you want salary and somebody see that, they're gonna call you and they're gonna let you know that.
Very true.
Okay, that's interesting though, because I just feel like, okay, to a certain extent, if I'm off of the clock and I'm not being detrimental to the company, how is what I do on my own platform?
Because you represent the company.
But I'm off the clock at that
still
time.
a representative.
You signed the paper though.
Yeah.
It's just like my parents used to tell me all the time, when you leave this house, you're a representation of us.
Yes.
You could be in your own house and you still represent us.
Okay.
Because you came from this foundation.
It's same thing.
It's the same thing with the company.
That perspective I can definitely understand.
Especially look at it from
you sign certain policies, and it's like they have like morality clauses and things like that in there.
So what would be an example of something that would be detrimental to the company, or something that they will pull you for via social media?
Take this for example. It could be like that flight attendant that got caught.
Twerking.
She got caught twerking and stuff.
Yeah, but she was in the plane.
That was a violation of the social media policy.
I get it, exactly. She was in the plane on the clock. Now, if she would have twerked after work while she in the kitchen cooking, is that a crime?
I'm gonna be honest. I think they just didn't like her, and the reason why I say that is because I know flight attendants that be doing stuff on the plane, all the time.
That's what I said. Now, if she's at home cooking and she do a little twerk in the kitchen, how is that a crime?
I personally think that they had it out for her.
It just depends on how they paperwork worded. That's all.
I'm about to say. And another thing is, what I was about to say is this: if I'm a hollow driver, right, and I go to lunch and I get into a fight and I got that uniform on, right?
Yeah,
that's one. 2,
it's the same with the military.
Same with the military. That's why if you never really seen a military fighting, because they already know their uniform is.
You can't even let a hair touch the collar.
Right. So
Richard said, I don't think that the young lady that did the little twerk on the airplane should have been fired. I would have at least given her a warning. And this is why because
it was still within good taste. It wasn't even though she did it on the plane. It was in good taste.
She did
it. She work for Delta?
No, it was. I think it might have Frontier or well, I wouldn't want to work for them anyway.
They're always fixing on their.
But she was crying and all that.
I think she passed the probationary period. She had just passed the probationary period. So my thing was, you kind of knew what was up, but I think they had it out for her because there's tons of flight attendants that be on those planes doing all types of stuff. They do TikTok videos, they dance,
but this
they do everything.
But what Calvin said is valid.
I mean, he do got a valid point.
It depends on what's on that paperwork. You have to really be following up on the paperwork.
Be careful with conspiracy
because they consider twerking like overtly sexual.
Oh yes,
and she didn't even do nothing.
That's what I said. I don't feel like that. It was within good taste.
So like she didn't do anything.
The morality clause. It's like, did they speak on their social media policy and orientation? It's a lot. It's a lot that we spoke on.
Yeah, and we don't know that. Thank you, Calvin.
Thanks, Calvin. Ms. Rhea, you might have to call, baby, because if we can't find the comment,
Ms. Rhea, like, so y'all gonna read or no?
I'm really trying to find it, but I can't find it, Ms. Rhea.
Yeah.
She said I wrote my response twice for the topic.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sorry, we can't find it.
Our heads almost matched too, Chanie. You know, hi. Don't get up.
No, that is so funny.
Yes, they do keep their AirPods in at the plant.
Yeah.
Earbuds, whatever you want to call it.
So before there was AirPods and all that, there were earbuds.
Well, yeah.
No, they were. And they connected to the phone,
But to
guys.
be honest, a lot of people on their jobs have those in.
Yes.
Like you could go to the dollar store and the little boy at the my change, boy.
Yeah.
He'd be like this. He'd be like, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, yesterday I went to go get some gas and the person was on the phone and eating and was just like, oh, you need help? I'm like, I'm right here. I'm waiting to get my gas. And it's just like,
Yeah. But see, some of these kids, I think they be acting because they had the over the ear headphones on, and I feel like they be trying to act like they autistic. You can't trust these kids.
Don't bother me.
Like, excuse me.
Listen, my niece, 15, she got the over the and one be on, one be off, and I'm like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm listening to TikTok.
Yeah,
like what? But we having a conversation.
You can listen to TikTok.
I'm like, we're having a conversation.
That's
She's
so,
like,
that's so crazy.
I can still hear you. I'm just hearing that too.
Same with the kids. Like, they're wearing hoodies in 90-degree weather. Like, why are we wearing hoodies?
They wear hoodies in 20-degree weather.
And short.
The only reason why I wore hoodies in 90-degree weather because the office, you already know, the office was cold.
Did you sleep in your hoodie? Because they sleeping in their hoodies too.
No, they might don't have no blankets at home.
She said, this is why I never mention my corporate job because I don't want no smoke. Miss Rhea said that. I get it. I mean, I get it.
And that's the thing, like I said, you should be able to post what you want. If you're not disrespecting you, the company, and things like that, like if you share a status and they got a little cussing in it or whatever, it's not the end of the world, because at the end of the day, we are adults.
Well, people are sharing their political views on there and they're getting fired for that.
That's true.
Yeah, because
but I mean, I feel like social media is a place to where if you want to discuss
social media
because you're not supposed to really do that in person.
The problem is they opened it up to the public. That's what happened. Because social media
just gave me another idea.
I've always given ideas. Social media was for social networking. It was not for this nonsense that y'all see today.
I think we should have a no judge social media network.
We always gonna judge.
Yeah,
that's what I think we should have a no judge.
I'm talking about period where employers cannot come in. They can't even make no type of corporate account. They can't put no. You are a person, and the bylaws of it. This is a no judge rule. You cannot say where you work at or nothing, so it don't go for nothing. So anybody,
I think that's a good idea.
So anybody out there who want to help build it, call me. I'm down with that. I think it should be a no judgment, no judge zone.
Yeah.
Tim said I've asked. We just listen. I've asked for my money back from a place because the lady was too busy playing around in front of me and not getting my order together.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it's unprofessional.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get some gas and get home.
I'm big on customer service. So if I even walk into a place and like no one speaks to me, I'm walking out.
And I would like to say shout out to Tim. Me and Tim had a
Tim telling Tills.
Tim telling Tills. On Wednesday we had a conversation, and she said,
I love Tim. That's my girl.
She's like, shout out to Tim. Miles, see, that's what I'm talking about. Sometimes you just be too negative. The way you say things. And I'm like, and I was like, well, Tim, if those who don't get the message how I say it wasn't meant to hear it. In the sense that I'm not trying to get everybody to receive what I say. Those who receive what I say know what I say.
You know, that's what Jesus said in the Bible.
Thank you, praise him.
It's biblical.
Look, praise break.
No, really, he did.
Praise him.
Because he was saying, I speak to you. Now I can't quote it exactly, but basically he was saying, I speak to you clearly like you understand, but to them I speak in parables.
There you go.
Yeah.
And I learned that I was telling her I learned that from my mentor.
Oh, I learned that from Jesus.
Yes.
Like I said,
he's one of my biggest mentors.
So is Jesus.
That's what
you're talking about. Yeah.
So I'm saying that everybody is not going to receive, and everybody don't have to receive what you say.
Listen, you know? I think that you should just do you and keep it moving. And those who gonna rock with you, gonna rock with you. And those
I agree with that.
Not. And my thing is, if you see the negative comment or whatever it is, if it's something that maybe needs to be adjusted, take it adjusted and keep it moving.
I agree with that.
Because Joel Osteen said something.
This is my Bible.
I have what it says I have, and I can do what it says I can do. But that's not what I was going to say.
Okay, go ahead.
Even though he said that. It was this one thing he was breaking down percentages, right? And he was saying that it's 25% of people that's going to like you, 25% of people are not going to like you. 25% of people who did not like you will start liking you, and 25% of people who used to like you will not like you.
No more, right?
So the whole point is, they're gonna like or not at the end of the day, so be true to who you are. So when he said that, I was like, that's one of the other thing that stuck to me besides the Bible. And
this is the Bible.
I have what it says I have, and I can do what it says I can do. That was the other thing that I took from him, and I believe that.
But no, I listened to what Tam was saying, and I analyzed it when I went home that night. I analyzed it, and I'm like, I'm not meant for everybody.
This is my Bible,
and everybody is not.
I got you, Ms. Rhea.
And everybody is not meant for me.
Yeah,
that's true.
I mean, that's biblical.
Yeah. That is true.
Everybody ain't God's child. Woo. I'm sorry to say that, but you're not, and you can get mad if you want to.
Right.
It's the truth,
but it's the honest to God truth. Everybody is not going where you think you're going.
That's true. Per Ms. Rhea request, I am gonna go ahead and play the video of the flight attendant that was twerking, and
she texted you that?
No, she put in a chat.
All right.
You don't see it?
No.
I had to go out and come back in, regardless of the fact she wanted me to play
okay,
this.
Ms.
So
Rhea, we got to play it. Just
we'll
for
be
you,
right back.
Cause you're the best.
Yes.
Right.
Nothing less.
Say the least.
Dang, I wasn't quick on my feet.
Where was it? She's the flight attendant whose twerking cost her her dream job.
I didn't think that, being so happy can turn into something like this.
Nell Diallo was having a great time dancing and twerking in the aisle on an empty plane before an early morning flight.
I decided to just take advantage of the moment to wake myself up and kind of get myself hyped up for my day, basically.
She posted the video on TikTok along with the caption, "What's wrong with a little twerk before work?" But after the video went viral, she says Alaska Airlines fired her. What did they say to you?
They just said that I broke their social media policy.
Nell had only been on the job for 6 months. She says she was twerking to celebrate the end of her probationary period. Why did you decide to post the video?
And I was really proud of myself that I came so far. I just didn't think that my video and my post and the way I was dancing would be deemed as inappropriate.
So how did you feel in that meeting when they told you you lost your job?
I put on such a proud face every time I stepped on that plane. And for them to terminate me without giving me a chance.
Oh, welcome back, y'all. Yeah, that was that was for Miss Rhea. Shout out to Miss Rhea. Robert Real be coming on Mondays at 6.
Yes,
I'll be typing in the comments. I'm coming on there, Miss Rhea, too, when I get my invite. But yeah, I didn't think it was that bad.
It wasn't. It was like I said, that was in decency, but clearly, compared to some others.
They have been watching her social media because, as you can see, she was posting
to celebrate
all type of stuff.
Yeah,
Miss Rhea, we gonna talk about that. She said everyone is God's child. Some just don't know him, so they don't listen. No.
So we're gonna talk about that.
We're gonna talk about it, but I can say that you are Miss Rhea. Yes. But we're gonna talk about it off air. It's a little deep for some people.
It is a little deep.
It's a little deep for some people, but no, I don't. Obviously, they were watching her social media.
Well,
they were.
And plus, she's probably the one of the only women of ethnic background.
That could be.
They was just looking for very much something because what is their social media code?
As you can see,
she had on the uniform
and probably in the plane.
But what I'm saying was that wasn't her first time because you saw if the other social media she was on the plane with the uniform doing the same thing. She was in the bedroom doing the same thing. She was walking so
it probably was the fact that she was in that setting, maybe not necessarily what she had on her social media.
I just think they had it out for her
because if she would not have went viral, would things have went the same way.
I think they just had it out for her. For me, my thing is she giving y'all publicity to fly with Alaska Airlines because I know dudes what flight shit
exactly. She did it within good taste.
Tati said she's way too attractive to not have another job already. So,
but that's what I'm saying.
She got another job out.
But that's why some people.
I know her from somewhere. I'm just really.
But that's why some people, and knowing Tyler Perry, he might pick her up because Tyler Perry, he get people jobs when he don't fire them.
Listen, I tell people
Tyler Perry gonna give you a chance, baby.
Listen.
Shout them.
If you have the resilience to go through anything, the right person will pick you.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yes. Shout out to people who like off the subject, but like Dennis Rodman, he just really walked the fuck off the streets to be on a professional basketball team. Yeah. Due to the fact he had the resilience and the testicular fortitude to move forward, he wound up being on some of one of the best NBA basketball teams ever to have a career. So it's just like you have when people see the resilience and your ability to show up, your ability to show up. I mean, listen, anybody who got a podcast, who's doing acting, producing, singing, rapping, promoting, marketing, if you don't have the fucking resilience, move out of other people's way that does.
That's why I be quitting every week.
So that's it.
But at the same time, for those
Miss Rhea said it probably wasn't her first offense.
We did not.
She said it wasn't her first offense. I knew it had to be something because she's been in uniform. Mm-hmm. She was already on, like she was doing things on social media, so they knew what she was doing.
Yeah,
and also she probably knew what she's doing by even getting fired. I'm pretty sure she got another offer.
I'm sure Tyler Perry probably picked her up.
I won't be surprised.
I would not be surprised if she'd be in his movie.
Call her.
Hey y'all.
Hey.
Todd made a good point. And Britt, you invited. I already put it in there. Let's shoot for the last Monday in this month. But,
okay, cool, bet.
Todd made a good point. He said she's too attractive to not have a job, right? But that's precisely probably the reason that got her fired.
True.
Yeah.
So they may not want that negative, like people just to come to the airline. Where's that girl for this? And that can be distracting. Just like at my job, my corporate job, it used to be a policy where you couldn't have different color hair. Now it's not, because it's a Michigan law where they said you can't discriminate against people for their hair color. That's a law. It is a law that Grudge passed, but that's a different story. But they can't. It was a distraction. If I'm trying to check in where
Hello.
Yeah, I think
Miss Rhea.
Shout out to AT&T. Listen, what happens is
cut my Miss Rhea off.
Yeah. AT&T, get us together.
Yeah, get us together. So listen.
So you saying you could be too cute for a job?
Yes, but
that makes sense now.
But
now I know why I didn't get hired for a few jobs. Now I know why.
But that'll bring the face to the business, though.
Why didn't I get hired?
We'll talk about that later.
Oh, okay.
Say
it just dawned on me.
Because you have morals. And we're going to leave it at that. So, and that's one of the bragging things that was going on yesterday. We'll talk about that. So, listen.
We got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, happy birthday.
You probably need to come on with me then. With Miss Rhea. We got a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
No, the truth of the matter is, Apple is probably one of the best companies in the world to work for. Apple.
I've been hearing so much. Everything's so easy in Apple.
Apple don't care if you round, square, purple, orange.
That sounds like Google.
Tattoos. That's what I believe Apple. I think that's what their direct competition was. But
did they partner together or something like that, or don't they have something together?
Never.
Well, I use both.
Go, yeah.
Hey, is this Miss Rhea?
Mm-hmm. Y'all don't watch people kids.
So she was done with this.
Unplugged the whole house phone. And yes, I still have a house phone. She unplugged the whole house phone.
My grandma do too.
No, you do not have a house phone.
Yes.
My grandma do. She got a landline.
Yes.
I can see grandma, but Miss Rhea is not up there.
Oh, no, it's not me. And this is another thing we need to talk about, generational wealth, because I still stay with my mama, or my mama stay with me, however y'all want to word it.
Mm-hmm. Can I be honest with you, Miss Rhea? I don't think anything's wrong with that if you're a single woman and you're not married. Not for a man, no.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, see, that's the topic. That's what we gonna talk. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I used to date a guy who was a truck driver, and he didn't. You're always gone. So why are you spending this money, $1,500 a month, on you on the road all day?
Ooh, yeah,
that was stupid.
Yeah, I rather spend for a hotel.
Well, in other cultures,
all
they
that
do
money
that.
can go to me.
No, but for real, in other
or
cultures,
looking like that,
they stay like the kids stay at home until they get married.
Yeah,
and that's how the family looks at it. But we'll talk about it.
Oh my God, did she do it again? Hello?
No, we
here. You didn't lose
okay,
us.
y'all hear me.
So, don't watch
but that's what we're talking about. I want to stay on topic. I'm sorry. But yes, social media and employers.
Go ahead.
It's very difficult in my job as a manager. It is very difficult to get this younger generation to stay off their phone. I said, you would be done with your job if I didn't have to look at a whole post of you doing your job. And then you want to complain about you not getting this done or that, this and that. Wow. Now, I've never seen it, because if I see it, I got to write it up. So I try not to see it, because I don't. Just do what you're supposed to do. Whatever you got to do to get you through your day, I don't care. But guess what? I'm a manager for a corporation, so I have to go by their policy, not how I feel.
I'm a manager first. Yeah.
And you got to be careful, because there's only so many times you can say you ain't see it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because then they're going to start coming for you.
Oh, yes. And that's a real thing. And people need to be mindful of that. Managers, we are at will. They can fire us at any time. They have the union behind them, or somebody can protect them. But if we're not managing them and they're just doing whatever they feel like, they're not looking at them. They're looking at us.
Of course.
And I don't blame them.
As they should.
Yep, they should.
And it goes back to where I tell you, the parents is responsible for the children, and the manager is responsible for the employees. I mean, employers.
Yeah, Calvin, I'm looking at him in these comments talking about house phone. Yeah, Calvin, house phone.
I think he can hear you, Miss Real.
Oh, I know, dang.
Miss Real, like,
I'll see y'all later on today if y'all still up there. I'm glad to.
Alrighty, pull up on me.
Pull up on me.
I like what Chanie says.
See you later.
What'd you say?
I like what Chanie says. That she says it better than you.
Pull up on me.
You sound like you struggling.
I am.
Yeah, it sounds
comes from
like
his
it.
core.
Yeah,
Sound like I'm a smoker.
From the diaphragm.
Sound like I'm a smoker.
It doesn't come from the diaphragm. Well, again, like I said, I think they had it out for her, and that's just kind of how I feel about the situation.
Yeah. Now, what Miss Rhea said did put things into perspective. I didn't know that this wasn't her first offense, so she probably did have those verbals that we were talking about that she maybe shouldn't have got.
But she should have had no offenses for the simple fact that you were on probation. Meaning you should have just been on your best behavior. I feel like you should be on your best behavior the first year.
Yes. Because they watching.
Even when you go to college, you on academic probation
they
the first year.
They are closely watching, yes.
I think you should be on
Get your year in.
I think you should be on your best behavior, period, as a human being.
Listen, I was on my best behavior the first year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then I acted a fool here. I was specifically talking about here. I was specifically talking about here. Now, when I go to my other job, I'm on my best behavior all the time. But here, I was acting a fool after the first year.
You talking about the podcast?
Yeah.
You was acting a fool when you first got here, Brittany.
I changed the time when I first came. Because mom was telling me 9 o'clock. Did I get there at 9? He ain't there at 9.
Look, say it's over with. 9:15.
First of all, she's a storyteller.
Well, I am an actress, Brittany Chanel.
She's fibbing.
I am an actress. I'm out here.
How's it spelled? How's your name spelled?
Like the designer.
Okay.
That's what I be telling people. They be like,
how about people who don't know?
No, like when I go out and they
be
go
like Chanie. They be like Chanie. I don't never heard of Chanel.
Okay, I don't know.
Who has not heard of Chanel?
Chanel Poo. Even if you haven't worn it,
they be like,
heard it.
I'm like, it's spelled like the designer, and they be like, S. Clearly don't wear Chanel.
I mean,
that's what I said. You don't even have to wear it to know. Because listen, I ain't never had no type of Chanel nothing.
But you know how to spell
I at least know exactly, and I at least know the.
I had a little young girl called Chanel.
Okay, babe. All right.
I used to tell
So back to the employers.
Yes.
Honestly, what I think they do, I think they actually hire people to go and find your name too on social media.
Yes, that's what they can.
I will suggest, like, I do think if you do have social media, you should have it private. If you have a certain particular job, I think it should be private.
Now I have a question.
Shout out to LinkedIn though. These are the things I tell people.
LinkedIn still exists.
Oh, it's one of the most powerful tools. It's more powerful than Facebook.
And make sure you guys are updating your LinkedIn too.
Baby, I got one. I don't know what it says.
Yeah, that's what I said. Just make sure you're updating your LinkedIn.
Yeah,
some stuff be a few years old.
LinkedIn got a whole alumni to it. It's really dope. And the real people who spend money is on LinkedIn. You looking for sponsorship? Be on LinkedIn.
Oh, then I don't be spending no money.
You looking for a network of people to come to your events? Go to LinkedIn. You looking for dealing with non-trash people? Go to LinkedIn.
That ain't always true. Now I know some trashy people on there.
Yeah, they might be trashy, but when they come in as form with the invite through LinkedIn, they know they got to come with class. You feel me? So yeah, that's all I'm saying. For anybody who don't understand what's going on, I am telling you, and I'm urging anyone who got a podcast, we need to promote and market, whether we do it together or not, but it needs to be done.
So what I'm saying is, keep your page private.
Yes,
definitely keep your page.
I have a question.
I stopped posting stuff too because of acting, like certain things, like if I'm out with my friends or something like that, I had stopped posting some things because I didn't want people to be like, oh, she ain't acting, she playing and all that stuff. So I would show different things. Exactly. I might show me out sometimes too.
I feel like everybody has a life. I do have a question for y'all though. If the corporation is not a big name, do you feel like the same rules should apply?
Yes.
Okay, so you feel like just jobs across the board, no matter if they have a big name or they're like I'm gonna be honest,
because a lot of the people hiring people based on their personality and things like that anyway,
and that's who shows up at the interview,
job,
not who shows up on the page.
So I think it's more important to definitely, I think it should be across the board for all jobs because people, your representative is on the job.
And
when you do your job interview, you're
exactly. That's why I said it's the person you meet during the interview, not the person you meet online. So those two people.
Actually, I'm showing up as myself. But
yeah, you have to. But I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's how I got my first job. Showing up as myself. Yeah. They asked me a question. I did not know the answer, and I told them, I'm like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know the answer, but I'll figure it out.
And they can respect you much more for that.
I would say the bullshit would become if an employer fire you, but they hired you because of your social media. If they hired you because
that's what acting. You don't get the job if you ain't got certain. Now it is. With certain, depending on who you work with.
Which is the dumbest shit ever.
Yeah,
I heard that. We had a conversation about that yesterday. Like, man, I got a lot of followers and likes because it seems like I don't get hired. You just not a good actor. And he got mad when I said it. What up, though, Q? Anyway, so listen, y'all.
Yeah, Miss Rhea basically said what I just said. She said that's what my comment was, laugh out loud. I forgot when I called laugh out loud on Facebook. She said, you're invited to control of who sees your post, so it doesn't matter to me who sees my public posts because only my friends can see things I don't want others to see.
Gotcha. And I did. But what about friends of friends? They can see, different stuff.
Mine became
those cannot count.
Yeah, but mine became private because I had caught a stalker.
Gotcha.
So my Facebook was private for a very long time, and even now it's still private to a certain extent too. So
yeah, he's like just two. Like what?
Brittany got the Erykah Badu. I do.
I can't stand mouse, but because of that was my reason for going private.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially on Facebook, and I wasn't even using it. It took a minute for me to. It took a minute for me to open it back up, and it's still not open. It's still like friends of friends.
I'm starting to look at you different, Brittany.
Why?
Don't let this Tiger Woods look fool you.
Please.
Brittany a monster. Evidently,
this is all a lie. Yeah. This is all allegedly.
He's like,
no, you said too.
You asked the question. I gave a response.
She didn't want to lie.
I didn't lie.
Women don't get stalkers for being nice. Anyway,
but I am nice.
I bet you are. So listen, y'all, give us a call.
This is all allegedly.
Okay.
560.
No proof.
Hold on. 06. Hold on, wait, but let's listen. Okay.
Like, let's listen.
Allegedly.
810-560-0658. Give us a call. Let us know how you feel about the topic. The topic of the day is, should your employer have access to your social media?
If they can get access to it.
If you let them have it.
Yeah, if they get it. But don't ask me, what's your social media? I don't have one.
Yeah, because I just it shouldn't matter if I'm coming here to do my job. That shouldn't matter.
Well, you're saying that, but again, you are a representation of them.
Okay.
Because like Rhea said, it can be distracted. It was a young lady who was at Spirit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was so happen to be in line trying to figure out why in the hell what was going on with one of the machines, telling me to come to the counter, and the lady
told you to come to the counter.
Come to the counter, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And she had jet yellow hair, right?
Was she dark skin?
And where were you?
And dark skin. Yeah.
That made it worse.
Where were you?
Detroit.
And she was at Spirit.
Yeah.
I don't want to fly.
That made it worse because she was dark skinned. If she was light skinned, she have been able to pull
certain stuff
off.
Certain colors just don't grow out your.
Yeah.
So Tam said, there are many people who have jobs but also have media content creator pages they don't want to make private online. Being mindful of your personal circumstances of how your posts can impact your livelihood is your personal responsibility. Do whatever you can to get away with.
Very true and very well put.
Miss Rhea said, nope, set your filters to just friends if you need to be. But I'm public, period, because I'm on professional mode and monetizing. I be needing my extra. Okay, Miss Rhea.
Okay, heavy on the that's gas. I literally just was saying I was at the gas station.
I got you, Miss Rhea. But honestly, if people do look a certain way because we are a judgmental society, you be like kind of looking sideways, like what you doing?
Yeah.
Because for me, I feel like
certain colors,
even with certain people that do certain things, and they like professionals, and they act a certain way or dress a certain way, and I see you dressed up a certain. You too busy focused on fashion to be focused on what I'm trying to get. Like It can be, and that's really sad that we think like that.
Yeah, because once you got that first impression of a person, it's kind of hard to get a second one. Because you only get one first impression.
I seen a lawyer, and he was like, Gucci this, Gucci that,
exactly.
Gucci.
I can't take
like,
you
bro,
serious.
I cannot take
and are you going to get me off?
You too busy spending money to focus on my case.
Yeah, but he got it, though.
Not my case, but I was speaking in general.
Like, let me note that.
I don't care if you got it.
Yeah.
If I see anybody in Gucci, I think you broke.
Gucci. That's just along the lines of the social media, right? He's a lawyer, but he likes his designer. He dresses in what he wants to dress. That don't mean that he's not a dope lawyer.
I don't know. Because at this point, I feel like you're iffy. I feel like you're more so into fashion.
Where's your suit? Where's your select?
I feel like you're really into fashion.
Yeah.
Because people that are really into quality things,
they wouldn't worry about that.
They have on a name brand, but you wouldn't know.
No way.
Okay.
That's so for me, if you got on a whole bunch of labels,
a little pocket
you broke. You broke. No, because people.
That's interesting. That could be a topic.
Well, it's a. The reason why is because it's a status thing.
Does designer equate broke mentality?
Oh yeah, that's a good topic. Don't nobody be trying to steal it either.
Yeah.
Because I'm writing it down. But
don't nobody steal it either. But it does though, because if you've really been around, like, I'm not gonna play with y'all.
Oh my God! Literally, you gotta bring it up.
This is a man's world. That's an inside. Nobody seems to know what we're talking about.
Do her thing.
This is a man's world.
Man's do his thing.
Somebody go get a nigga like, yup. Hey, she do.
This is a man's world. No, because real class and success is not loud.
No,
that's true.
It's not loud. That's why Miles be looking like he ain't got no money.
Right. This is
a man's world.
It was a point where I'm not gonna lie. When I used to wear my suits,
that's all I see right now.
My suits, and it was very well much tailored. You could tell it was tailored.
What did you just say? Do it.
I said, Benny gonna do her thing. But I'm gonna do his thing.
Oh my God, that's the funniest thing. Okay,
you said you used to wear tailored suits and
when suits was tailored and I had a nice fit to it. It
wasn't like the pink one.
No.
Okay.
This
is a man.
My pink one was busting, but everybody swore up and down with my pink suit that I had spent at least $25-$35.
I said pink one.
Oh, fuck.
Pink one. Oh, you got a pink suit? That's what's up.
I was basically saying pink one. Is it pink or mauve? Yeah, it's probably mauve.
Mauve. Anyway, marvelous, I would say. Anyway, but no.
I like the new color.
The whole thing is the whole thing was that suit only cost me $129, but by the time I got the tailor to the T, it was like $160 plus $129, like $300 total, right? They swore up and down those $2,500.
Because it's all about how you put something on. Yeah. You could take a Walmart outfit and make it look like designer.
You want to know why? Because it's on Brittany Chanel. Speaking of Brittany Chanel, y'all go download that TV app and go watch Broad Day. I'm taking the page out of
Sean. Yeah, because she ate. She ate on that.
Tone just said, Tone, you aren't taking our topic. I ain't tuning in tonight. He told me so he got a topic. Calvin said pencil me in for that.
I swear, if any, no, I'm just kidding. But y'all do what y'all do.
Yes. Calvin said pencil him in for that.
Cal got you.
Please do.
Call you. Is that Dorian or Miss Rhea?
Neither.
Rhea.
Miss Rhea?
No, this Cal.
This Cal, who is it?
Calvin.
Okay. Y'all both got the 248, so I gotta see.
I got a line that somebody used to tell me.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "Wise brother." He said, "True kings hide amongst the peasants."
Yes.
Oh yes,
absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what the chessboard is for.
Yeah.
True kings.
Yeah.
So, hey, Brittany, like you said, Britt, when we try to dress ourselves up in certain stuff, we covering up something.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like
absolutely.
When we try to go Gucci down, Louis down, whatever down, we're trying to hide something, man.
Yeah, that's foolishness.
That's all it's about.
I mean, no disrespect, no shade, no tea who does it. I'm just saying to the person on the outside looking in.
You ain't necessarily got to be broke.
Yeah.
You ain't necessarily got to be broke.
You can actually have some money.
You're still hiding something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You covering something up. There's some kind of insecurity you covering up.
Yeah, it's just, flashiness is not. It be loud for a reason.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The loudest in the room is usually the weakest.
All the time.
Yeah.
That's true.
And we can tell. We can spot you.
We can see you.
Yeah,
we can see right through you.
And it's too much. it's too much attention constantly brought to it. Like everything shouldn't revolve around what I got on.
That's true.
That's true, but you got to understand we're in the attention-seeking generation, and I think a lot of that comes from the fact of, you know, people not really having mommy and daddy in the home.
Yeah. Now we talking, Ms. Rhea.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So,
yes.
but fashionable things, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like what you said. My friend has an $890 Gucci shirt, right?
Mm-hmm. How much?
That's
$890.
Just for a shirt?
Oh my God, not the pants.
No,
not a tracksuit.
It's a wool. It's a wool. It's a wool.
You know how many purses I could have bought with that?
No, listen. It's a wool shirt. It's a long sleeve wool shirt, dress shirt.
Keep them warm.
It's a dress shirt, but at the same time, he has probably since he been like 30, he probably has never worn nothing that was less than $3,000 on his body.
Oh my God.
Does his weight fluctuate?
No, he's very well fit.
Okay.
He's an attorney and he love what he do, but
is he single? I'm kidding.
I wouldn't even introduce you.
No, I'm just playing because if a man spending that type of money on the shirt, I don't like where he at right now mentally.
No, mentally he's in the right place for him.
Yeah, that works.
You feel me? He's definitely in the right place for him.
Mm-hmm.
I put it like this: he can pawn his clothes. That's how expensive it is. He get his.
I just feel like the shirt gonna be out of style.
No, it's a white shirt. It's a white shirt, and
it's still white.
It's dope as hell. Yeah.
Well, he must wrap it in plastic.
Yeah, I hate white anyway.
Because white will get dingy.
It will.
It's like it's like almost like how these walls.
It's like
an
off-white.
But white,
it's like
what I'm telling you, I don't care.
It's not a pure white.
It's
how clean you keep a white. If you leave it anywhere, it will get dingy.
That's why I'm with it.
telling you.
I don't know how he keep his clothes up. I'm not gonna lie because I'm not his caregiver of clothes. but I will say this: his pants get appraised. He's that type of person. He get his clothes appraised.
Tom said you walk like you don't have no money either.
Huh?
You don't think you getting took though for $890 for a shirt though? You don't think you getting took at all?
Listen, somebody will buy that. Listen, how many shirts we got? When cash it in, we're gonna get $500 back from it.
Sure.
You know what I mean? I'm just looking at that theory. I'm looking at like he even said he like he called me Doc. Doc, you always say when you get something you can pawn the hack just for a rainy day.
Is that what you said?
If he's looking at it as investment, then yeah. But if you looking at it from a strictly fashion standpoint, it'll never be the same value. But investment wise, yeah, you're gonna get a somewhat of a return back. If it's that expensive, yeah, you will get somewhat of a return.
I feel like the only thing that holds its value for real is art.
Yes.
Fact.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing that really holds its value. I could be wrong. Am I right?
It gains.
Yeah, I mean, it gains.
I mean, either keep it or it.
I mean, I feel like that might be the only thing that would be considered really valuable.
Yeah, shout out to Ujoma Gallery right next door to us.
I think that's what has value over time.
Shout out to Jean Michel too. Shout out to Jean Michel.
Jean Michel.
Jean.
Thank you for giving us
Cal. Thank you, Cal.
Appreciate you.
Did you see what Tone said about you?
What is that?
He said you walk like you don't have no money either. Tone, I'm one of them.
Right. Ms. Rhea said real G's move in silence. Might as well say like lasagna.
Ms. Rhea said we all gonna have to have a part 1, 2, and 3 on the topic and cross promote each other.
That's what I said. I'm with her on that.
Yeah,
promote your show. Promote others.
And I like to say, I didn't realize it, but my good friend Boss, this is her 1 year anniversary of the passing of her great body of work as Boss, the rapper, first female gangster rapper. Boss, she passed away March 11th. It was like it was damn near yesterday.
Wow.
Shout out to everybody who's been showing love on our on the Rise and Grind morning show.
Yes, damn, she did say it's Freaky Friday. I didn't mean to look up and see that comment.
Ms. Rhea said rise and grind. Okay. Good morning.
Some people just not rising.
Ooh.
That's true. I agree with her with that statement. We ain't got to touch on it, keep on it, but I do agree because it's a reason why you're doing what you're doing. But nonetheless,
misery is
if you can afford it, go for it. And yes, Brittany Chanel, I just have to keep it raw for real podcast. Always.
I like the plug.
Yes. Hey, Nicole. Good morning.
Hey, Nicole. Tone said I've been wearing black-owned shirts for the past few years, but I've spent that on the shirt. But I do think some people are labeled whores. And he said, and I'm one, but it be for a look.
Right.
I like it if it makes sense. Tone, I can see you doing that.
Okay. Because you do have to have the right shirt or pants to go with the particular fit that is in your head, and if it don't go right.
Man, I could take an outfit from Walmart and make it look like I
That's
bought
what I
it
said.
from
Some
somewhere.
people can definitely take but when you got a certain look in your mind, not saying that you have to necessarily spend that much on it, but you do have a certain
If
look
you
that
have style, you can do anything.
There you go. I definitely believe in that one.
If you
I
have
think
style,
the
you can
stuff
do
that are
anything.
not meant to be together looks the best together.
Again, if you have style, you can do anything.
It take the right person to wear it. Because
if you have style, you can do anything.
And even things what I never like, what some things that certain men will wear, right? But the way they carry themselves, you be like, that's definitely for you. You know what I mean?
Because if I see you got them little cutoffs on your knee jeans,
yeah, I don't really like them too much.
but some men can wear them though.
I'm gonna tell you what
Especially you got a little bow leg.
So dig this. Remember this.
Because they be wearing them big sneakers.
I'm gonna tell you where that come from. In 1989,
y'all cut y'all jeans.
No, Salt and Pepper did shoot.
1989.
Okay, what about other? They did that in 1989.
They was the first people who had to cut off jeans, and so me.
Oh no, I was saying like the slit where the knee is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That come from Salt and Pepper.
Don't let
Shoot.
it be skinny jeans.
Okay, wait, go to shoot.
And then
That's my song.
So that following week, I actually cut my jeans up and I wore my jogging pants up under them.
Mm-hmm.
People are like, oh man, that's gay as hell. That's gay as hell. Then that summer, used jeans came out.
Mm-hmm.
Or within that same era, used and damaged jeans came out with the same cutoff something. Then everybody was like, oh man, you been doing that. I sure did. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. But you not bow-legged, so that probably didn't work for you. And they said it in the shoot. She said, not you. You. The bow-legged one.
Well, they think I'm bow-legged. Anyway,
well,
so
Salt and Pepper said it first. Not you. You.
Anyway,
that's my favorite part of the song.
I know. Well,
I love that whole song.
You're doing too much.
You just jealous.
So, this ain't be like so.
It's a man's word. I can't stand Miles.
Shout out to Chanie. Chanie is silly and such a great sport.
I literally was crying.
Miles is the type of person. Miles promotes podcasting like nobody's business. He is always in the colors.
You know, seriously.
He stays in like the only thing he wear is pod life or podcasting.
Yeah,
it's all about the pod life. Shout out to pod life. Me and Todd. I can't tell and wait to tell y'all too how the vision. I thought of pod life, and y'all just tell me what y'all think. Me and Todd had a great conversation Wednesday. I mean, we had a great conversation. I think we're going to do some things that nobody had ever done.
And it's 11:11, so the fact that you said it on that number,
she loved that number.
It manifests.
Miss Rhea said you need help with your look. Hit up the Style Guru. Shout out to Gabby.
Okay, shout out to Gabby.
We had her on the show.
You're right, but she never came back. She's afraid of girth.
She came on the show.
I remember. We need to get her on girth though, because she's acting like she can hang and talk with the fellas. Shout out to my friend.
Tone said my shirt that I'm wearing tonight is black on. I'm trying something, and it's mine's Tune In Tonight at his podcast. See, y'all know. Say it.
Shit Talk Podcast.
There you go, Tone. I have Miles say it for you.
But that's what I'm saying.
Are you speaking into the microphone at all?
Oh, he did it. He took your advice.
Did it sound
way better?
Great.
And I think he got it. Once he got used to it, he understood that, whatever he thought it was.
Well, he just don't have to have it so close, but just have it up so we can hear you. Yeah, because he be. Yeah.
Shout out to Rhea for pumping her podcast while she be on the show. Shout out to Tone.
I ain't mad at Rhea. Okay?
Yes, not at all.
These things are starts where promotion and marketing really meets in and start to help the relationship and build the gain of their shows. Shit Talk Podcast has their own YouTube. Rhea, excuse me. I do be slipping. I'm calling her Rita. Rhea podcast. Robert Real has their own podcast, and Miss Rhea has her own website. I think it's Miss Rhea put in the thread. Having your own website is very important.
But Tone them they won last year, didn't they? At the podcast.
Yeah, they won. Yeah,
a couple times, right?
No.
I thought it was twice.
It's okay.
I thought they won twice.
They was nominated twice.
Oh, okay. I thought they won twice. I'm sorry. What they got? I know they got to win an award.
Todd is in the process right now on building the voter committee, the voting committee for the Oscars. The Oscars will be October the 3rd. Save the date, October the 3rd.
Yeah, I'm wearing clothes.
Again, it's October.
I don't know what I'm gonna wear. I don't want to talk about it.
But I will say this: I think we opening the polls up in.
You don't know because you got to use your hand.
June 1st.
So they're gonna be voting from June until October.
I mean, we're gonna have preliminaries and then the final.
Oh, I was about to say people gonna be tired by that time of voting. My goodness.
Hey, don't forget to vote. Not forget to vote.
Yeah.
My goodness.
And we are broadcasting live.
We are
from the event. Yeah.
So y'all are.
Yes, you are. No,
I'm not.
No, not us. We having it streamed.
Oh, I was about to say because that's too much work for me. I got to be cute and be on the thing and talk to people.
Cute. I'm just trying to show up
and present.
But at least you don't have to. At least you don't have to dip the food because you jump right in on helping with the food.
Oh, I wasn't playing.
That so much.
I'm a team player. I know how to get things done.
We make sure that won't happen this year though.
Yes,
all right, Tone. Let us know when you can come in. He want to come in next month.
I've been trying to.
Next week he off for a month. Next week
they said they wanted to get in there, so we might have to have a different setup as far as microphones.
How many people coming?
Their whole squad coming, 3 of them.
Next week.
Whenever they said they was gonna come.
Pull up on us.
Pull up on me.
Let me know because I gotta have my energy to get something to sled.
Hold on, y'all. Can we just take the fact that the comments are at 111? I'm telling y'all.
I don't know what she's telling us.
It's 100.
This is a man.
No.
Damn it! Damn it! What is that you got in there? It's a guitar. No, it ain't. Hey, tell.
No, this is a drum.
I gotta find an.
Oh, you see how I remember?
This is a drum. What is that? This is a drum.
This
Mr.
is
Brown.
a drum.
What's that? What man?
This is a man. What?
Hey!
That is nothing.
Oh my God! Yep.
I don't want.
Oh, why you bullshitting? James Brown and Paparazzo?
Who the heck is that?
The great opera singer. What's his name?
No.
Yeah, big fat white guy. Yeah.
Can't y'all tell that I was a character? I'm a character. It's Friday.
Literally, that's why I'm laughing because I'm like the fact that you was able to bust out
Baby,
with that
I
right there on the spot.
Character. Look at Tam. She talks. Well, since we shouting out ourselves,
mine as well.
She said, check out the latest episode of Cinema Chat with Tanja the Shoe Lady airs on Tam Telling Tales YouTube channel.
Shout out to Tam. She got a dope setup, a dope studio.
I love Tam. Tam, I got to get back over there.
Yes, it's a dope setup. I love it.
I got to get back with Tam. That's my girl right there. Tam was really the one that kind of like start having doing like interviews and stuff like that.
Shout out to Tam.
Yeah. We played this or that. I probably was the worst.
Oh, that was it. Shout out to the Matt.
I think I was the worst contestant on there because she would ask me certain things. I'd be like, neither. She'd be like, you can't say that.
It's like, not an option.
I'm Brittany Chanel.
Okay. I do what I do because I can.
But everybody plugging themselves in here, so we shouting everybody out.
I love that for us, as we should.
That's what we should.
I like what Kong said. He said, y'all are the first podcast I ever been on that allowed me to shout out the fact that I'm on a whole nother network and everything.
I don't see why not. 106 in Park did it.
And we tuned in.
I think.
I feel like you should. That's not gonna. It's not gonna stop me. Like if I'm a diehard fan of something and I love, like I have my YouTube pages that I watch like every single day, but then I have other people that I will kind of tap in and kind of see what they're talking about. But I'm still dedicated to my number one.
Most definitely. Speaking of being dedicated to your number one, check out the TV app and download
Broad Day. All right, Brittany Chanel's in there doing something. I don't know what I was doing, but I was doing something.
In the words of Jay-Z, you going crazy, babe. So listen,
please, that would actually work. I ain't gonna lie, it worked. It worked. I'll give you that.
You was quick on your feet. You was quick on your feet that time, boy. You was quick on your feet. That's how you did. You was quick on your feet that time, boy.
That's what I said. I'll let you head out. That worked.
Listen, I'm telling y'all, I'm a character.
And I love that.
Here go Ty. He was like, dang, B, you changed your voice on that? I was like, yeah, I didn't even realize I did that. I had no idea.
That's because you was in your character.
I had to be, because I didn't even know my voice changed.
I love that for you.
Until Todd pointed out, he was like, B, you know you changed your voice on that. I'm like,
he's like, I don't know, I just be talking.
Man, my daddy laughed at me most of the movie because it was like,
this is my daughter.
Who the heck is that?
This is my daughter.
He was laughing at me like, who the heck is that?
That's how you know that you are a good actress.
No,
when you are able to take yourself out of your regular element and put yourself literally into a character. And I stayed up and I watched it, the whole entire movie from start to finish, no breaks.
And you don't be watching
no snacks, no talking, no nothing.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Yes, I sent Britt one text in the beginning of the movie and I didn't send no more. That was it.
I was sleeping, so it didn't even matter.
But yes, no, you did a very good job.
Thank you.
I'm
I
very
appreciate
proud of you, and keep going strong, and yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So proud of you.
Thank you.
This is a man's work.
Is that? Man, they went it in. This is the drums, son. This is the drums.
I can't stand my house. You quick on your feet that time, boy. You was real quick on your feet. We really got to bring back Switchplay. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Switchplay needs to. I feel like we be showing y'all a little snippet of it on here. Bring back Switchplay.
Switchplay is coming back, but it will not be called Switchplay.
Hey, y'all hit them links in the chat. Everybody dropping Miss Rhea dropping everybody links.
I think it's gonna be called Control Alt Delirious.
That's fine. Things just
I
come
feel like
full
that's
circle.
too long.
That's what she said.
Just call it Delirious.
You make me.
You know, thanks, Tam. I was gonna do that originally, but the dates kept getting pushed back, so that's why I didn't do it. But she said you should have had a watch party.
Right, watch party.
And that was the original plan, was to have an actual watch party.
You want to do a watch party here tonight?
What's tonight?
Friday?
Yeah.
Auntie Day.
Okay, I was gonna say. I mean, I ain't really doing nothing.
Maybe. I'll see. I'll see what she wants to do.
And then we can do it right at the Tone and them show.
I'll see.
Right there, because
Right
guess
there.
what? I subscribe.
There you go. So listen, we'll see. Stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned.
Yeah.
We might do that tonight. Yeah.
We may do a watch party.
We
right
might do
here
it tonight. Yeah.
Bring y'all snacks.
Yes.
Please.
Listen.
And hit them links. Miss Rhea dropping everybody YouTube in there. She got Tone Them podcast. Y'all know I don't say that. Only in movies. Miss Rhea got the Rise and Grind in there. Tam got hers in there. She got Robert Real. She dropping everybody link in there. So y'all hit the link. Y'all get in the comments and hit those links. And subscribe, like, share. All of that. Chanie, what type of texting are you doing?
For me, very speedy.
Very demurable.
She texting like she on the computer.
You know?
Did you see that?
Shout out to Soul TV again, y'all.
Hey, Soul TV.
Yes, thank you so much.
I'm about to see how many people watching this on Soul
Thank you,
TV
Soul. This
right now.
just let your soul.
Yes. Hello.
You don't even know what that's from.
With Soul TV, shout out to William Caldwell saying, I really enjoyed your post and your personalities here and your profile looks really interesting. I love to be your friend. Go ahead, like us, be a friend. Absolutely not. Yeah, we had a lot of people checking us out on Soul
All right,
TV.
just let your soul.
Soul TV have approximately like 2 million viewers.
Okay.
2 million viewers.
And we on there too?
And we on there.
Oh, wow.
So
We in the building.
We in the building.
Tam said let her know she's free. Okay, we probably do that.
Yeah.
Let me know, Miles. Miles got to set it up.
Look, just let me know.
Yeah, we'll probably do it tonight.
Yeah, Tone said I'm in.
Tone said if I'm in, if so. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Sounds like it's
Let
about
me
to
know.
be a watch
It's
party
about to be a
tonight.
little-
Miss Rhea said let's make it happen. Sounds like it's about to be a
little
party.
party.
It's about to be a party, y'all.
Sound like enough drinks.
Because you got it here, right?
Yeah.
You got it on there already? Okay, well, the show's over at what, 9?
Period, Tone.
Yeah.
What Tone saying? My snacks are... Okay.
My snacks and my snacks. Oh.
All right.
I'm mad at you, but if anybody want to bring a little chip, little dip.
Shit, Tone, I think you need to bring it. But y'all can bring the liquor and stuff. And we could just have a
Yeah,
good
we're
time.
not having liquor. We're just having chip and dip.
No, that's what's up.
What time? You said what time?
You see
9?
you see my
Yeah, probably
face.
get started at 9:30. So that
All right. Okay, so we doing it here tonight.
All right.
So
it's
tonight,
official.
y'all, it's
heard it.
official.
Pull up. Y'all
Tap
heard it here
in,
first.
pull up. We're gonna do the watch party here.
Yeah, somebody still gonna have
Broad day.
stuff like, I didn't know y'all was doing it.
That's okay. Yeah, we gonna do that tonight. So y'all just pull up. I'll be taking pictures and signing autographs.
Okay.
I'll be outside in the lobby.
I'm gonna take pictures and sign autographs. Yeah. No, but I appreciate all y'all for showing love.
Yeah, make sure you get the
thank
pen with the
y'all.
gel, that glide on the paper.
I ain't gonna do all that. I'm always gonna be Brittany Chanel.
Yeah,
That's who I
course.
be.
I know that's right.
That's who I be.
Of course.
Yeah.
So I know Tone and them go here, so we definitely gonna have liquor. Tone and they got wine. They do wine and liquor.
Because I'm a lady.
I think wine is.
So for the ladies, can anybody bring the see-through plastic cups? I don't want to hear their fucking mouth.
Just bring what you gonna drink.
We not drinking out no styrofoam.
Not wine.
Listen,
I'm not drinking no wine out of no styrofoam.
It's gonna get drunk.
Yeah, that's what's up.
First of all, that's not ladylike. That's not classy.
I'm not trying to be ladylike when I'm just drinking wine.
Listen, ladies don't drink. We sip.
Okay. Y'all do other things with S words. Listen, so what I'm saying is when it comes down to it,
this is a man's word.
Zamba.
What's wrong with us today? The sun is shining.
The weather. Seasonal depression is breaking.
Oh my god.
Have you ever noticed they didn't open their mouth when they used to sing and they do the sun is shining.
All I remember is what can make me feel this way. My God.
Kel, I didn't know it. I finished what she said. Was that not right?
No.
Let your soul.
Just let your soul
glow.
Damn, that was a good note.
That's how they hit it in the morning. But okay, so glow don't go after that.
Yeah.
See?
That's it.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, but it be deep like soul.
Just
glow.
let your soul glow.
I'm sorry, y'all.
I got that from Looking Boy though.
Anyway,
the original was Coming to America.
Yeah. Looking Boy had that song.
Bark like a dog.
But at least I knew it though.
Bark like a big dog. Hop on one leg.
Anyway.
He got it. Whatever you like.
He did it.
Rhea says, so everyone watch podcasting Shit Talk tonight.
Then after we have a watch party for Bring Janelle
we
movie.
might actually can do a little situation, not for the whole entire thing, but just to promote it.
I'm here. I'll be there tonight. I'm gonna be in the building. Y'all gonna see me on a Friday night.
Yeah, on the ones and twos.
Shout out to Man Roberts.
Man Robinson.
Man Robinson. Yeah. I said Man Roberts.
Yeah, get the name right.
I mean, he messed up too. Listen,
Miles so funny.
Miles said it. I didn't, man.
Okay, so the whole truth is we are going to have a watch party right here.
We're going to do it tonight.
That'll be so dope.
Thank you.
I love everybody.
All I'm going to say, who going to be on the goddamn door? We need a door. We gonna need a doorman.
A doorman.
A doorman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Whoever sit closest in that seat, just know you the doorman.
Just let your
so y'all, thank y'all for coming.
Yeah,
Let's not forget. Sis, let's talk about. Let's talk.
Yes,
that's tonight too. At 7
o'clock with Maria and Nicole.
Yes.
I think it's gonna be dope.
Y'all make sure y'all hit them links, like, subscribe, share, have fun. We all care.
Call in.
Yep, call in.
Everybody act like.
Oh, she comes. Everybody acting like they. Oh, okay.
Don't you love how we all actors?
Miss Real, we acting. That's what we do. We act. We just acting. And the sun is shining. Miles probably did though. I actually
not on the same way.
I actually talked to Miles last night, so he might have.
Same way. Okay,
he might have.
Look. All right.
He was extra tired when he came in this morning.
Look. Say, speak for yourself. Okay,
but I will say for me, it's the sun. Y'all already know the king and queen of the jungle. So I love when the sun is out.
Yes.
This is just my time.
As soon as the weather changed for me, I change.
When the sun comes out, I just come out.
That's it.
And I was counting
the
on
sun to come out
tomorrow.
Bet your bottom dollar.
Let it be tomorrow.
Hey,
I'm about to get out here. Welcome to the Rise and Grind.
Go like, share on YouTube, y'all. We gotta go. Bye. We being silly today.
Yes.
See y'all tonight. I'll see y'all tonight.
Okay. See y'all.
Bye.
Look, beat me there. Don't meet me there.
You already gonna be here.
No.
Nigga already gonna be here.
No, seriously, that's the one.
Quit playing here. I'm staying here.
Okay.
All right, y'all.
If it's up, then it's stuck.
Rise and grind. Morning show at 9:15 a.m. Monday through Friday. Great conversation, guest appearances. 'Cause you